it, and nothing can stop me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Susceptible now before the moment flies.
All right. It is Tuesday night. This live stream was going to be on Patreon, but I decided to go ahead and record it right here, and I'm going to uplink it on Patreon. So shout out to all you guys that are part of the Patreon, and shout out to all you guys that are here. We got a great topic for tonight. I know you guys are like, wait a minute, we can still see you on Love Crossing Borders, Dre. What's going on? Pray tell. As you guys know, we still have access to it for the next 30 days. So make sure you guys subscribe. We need about 60 more people to get to the 300 mark on our new channel, which is subscribe at Love Crossing Borders. Once again, subscribe at Love Crossing Borders. Make sure you guys subscribe to the new channel that I just dropped in the link in our Rumble, and make sure that you subscribe and support Andrea Wallace TV. Her channel is really taking off. So we're trying to get her at least 5,000 in the next few months. So she's looking pretty good in regards to that. We got 24 people in the building. Click that like button. You know we like you. Make sure that you like us too. Shout out to all you guys that are here right now in the building. Right now, all you guys. All right. Tonight's topic, we're going to be talking about exactly what it is you need to relocate outside the United States. I don't care what country you choose. I don't care what city you choose within that region. I don't care what area of that city you choose to live in. These are the things that you're going to need if you are at least a U.S. citizen and you plan on living outside the United States. You might want to take notes, because after this live stream, we're not going to be showing this one again. This one's going to be, well, I guess we can't take it down because we don't have authority to take it down. So I guess we're going to be showing it on this channel, but this is going to straight to Patreon. I'm going to break this video down and put it on the Patreon, so you guys over there will be able to take advantage of it. And especially talking about the Patreon, let's drop the link for that as well, so you guys can support the channel. We need to hit one of our goals. We have a goal on this channel, and to hit one of our goals, we just need one more person, just one. And we wish there was more than that, but I won't lie to you guys. For this goal, I could sit back and I say, we just need 10 more people. No, that'd be a lie. That would be a lie. We just need one more person to become a Patreon member. Good night, my man Dre. And I'm about to get the shout outs in. But as far as Patreon, we just need one more person to join the Patreon, and we will have hit that particular goal that we have on the Patreon. So shout out to you guys for being here. All right. Like I said, tonight's topic, with all of you guys in the building, tonight's topic is about what will you need to relocate to another country. I'm telling you, this is very informative, pen in hand. We're going to be talking about the 7 things that you're going to need in order to relocate to any country in the world whenever you want to. I'm going to say this again, whether you're relocating in the next 5 months, 5 years, or 15 years, like I always say, you are going to need these particular things. So got something I'm going to do real quick. I'm still sharing, getting information out there to guys that we are live. All the way live. It's all the way live. So we're going to be talking about that real quick. because I want you guys to have this information. Shout out to you guys that are in here. I'm about to give a shout out to all you guys. Starting with, let's see who was here first. I have no problem with that. Starting with, I mean, Turtle in the building. Shout out to you. He say, what happened to the dude on the thumbnail? Is he on TV these days? I don't know. You know what? Let's put it like this. Danny Glover doesn't need to be on TV these days. This man has made so much money between TV, movies, and hip hop. Right now, he just did for who was it for? It wasn't for Netflix. I think it was for Amazon. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, him and the Asian girl, just last year, just released that. So this brother Danny Glover, man, that brother is making his money on money on money on money. So yeah, he's earned the right to kind of sit back if he wanted to. But shout out to you, Eternal, being in the building. Appreciate you, brother. And all you guys that want to support the channel, make sure that you don't send any cash apps. I mean, you don't send any super chats. Make sure that you support by way of the Cash App and the PayPal, because we don't have access to that anymore. And we don't want you guys to send your money to YouTube and you guys don't, you won't get that money. If you do get it back from YouTube, it'll be months from now. So if you really want to support the channel, first of all, support by joining the Patreon. Like I said, we just need one more person tonight to join the Patreon, in which we will hit one of our particular goals that we've been trying to hit. So shout out to you guys, and shout out to you guys that are supporting by way of PayPal and Cash App throughout the night. We appreciate that. My man Tommy Gunn is in the building. Plantation Bros. He's a perfect name. He said they're always crying about Passport Bros for something. They really are, man. They do spend time crying, shedding those tears. They think everybody's supposed to be like them. I'm not meant to live alone. They think all of us supposed to be like that, stuck in the States, crying over a house is a home in the States. And it's not like that. We love the United States. Do not get me wrong. Do not get us twisted over here with love crossing borders. We really do love the United States, but that doesn't necessarily mean that everybody wants to live all of their days in one country. Some of us are still part of the Indian, the Native American migration, the migration of the Mongols. Some of us are descendants of the migration throughout Europe. Some of us are descendants of the Asian migrations. And some of us are the descendants of the African migration all throughout Europe. And some of us are the descendants of just ex-military. Our mom and dad had us traveling all over the place. And some of us were in the military for World War II. And that's why this movement of men and women always relocating is a part of being an earthling. I'll say that again. They'll talk and mock us in the United States, but we're the ones in the history books for discovering stuff. Whether it be black or white, we're the ones that discovered countries, not the people that sat there in their home countries and did nothing. We're the ones that discovered the United States. We're the ones that discovered all of Europe. We're the ones that discovered all of Japan, all of China, all of India. We're the ones that discovered all of South America. Even the people that were already here migrated to different locations. Those of us who are migratory creatures, if you will, we're the one that put United States on the map. We're the ones that went when everybody else was still hanging in the East. We decided to go west, young man, go west. It was us, migratory people. Now, whether how we conquered and how we got the land, that's neither here nor there in regards to this discussion. But what I'm saying is, don't let anybody distract you or discourage you if it's in your heart to eventually or currently relocate to another country, because that's what we're talking about. That's what this channel is here for, to help you take those proper steps in regards to doing that. So we're going to talk about 7 things in regards to doing that before we get to my man David Dice in the building. Shout out to David. First thing we're going to talk about is your time frame, when you're going to do it. Secondly, we're going to talk about your clothing, what you're going to be packing and bring with you. Second thing we're going to be talking about is your location, where you're going to be moving to and what should you be looking for when you move there. Third thing we're going to talk about is paperwork. There is paperwork that you should be bringing with you other than just your passport if you plan on relocating to another country. The next one is the difference between a vacationer, like I always say, and a relocator. The difference between a vacationer and a relocator is routine. You got to bring your routines. When you're on vacation, you ain't thinking about no routines. You just enjoying yourself. But when you are relocating, whatever routines that you really enjoy in your home country, many of us bring those routines with us to our new country. Whether it be going to the gym, whether it be playing golf, whether it be bowling, whether it be we like to be in writing clubs or book clubs, whether we like to be creative, like whether you like to work on cars, whatever your routine is, that's what makes you different from the vacation you when you are relocating you. The third mind, I mean, the next one, number 6, is mindset. You gotta be ready and be prepared that there are a lot of people that's not going to understand what you're doing. The only people that's going to encourage you are people like you. I'll say that again. The only people that are going to cheer for you are the tailor-made dreams, the love crossing borders, the ace lives, the check and effects, the flyboy ways, so forth, Mr. Flip Flops, and all these other guys who have already relocated, all the guys that are off camera that you never see that have relocated to DR and to Colombia and Thailand that you never see, but you always see the Zoom to Thailands. But there are other men out there and ladies out there that are ready to encourage you and support you in your journey to a new country. So shout out to you guys in regards to that. Also, number 7, the last one we're going to be talking about is you're going to need a network. Not just a network of encouraging people, but you're going to start building a network of people that can help you while you're in the States, when you leave the States, as well as people in your home or your new country. I want to say that one again. You're going to need a network of people right here that can help you out while you get ready to transition out of the States. But some of those people you need to keep even while you're out of the States. I've had people do things for me when it came to banking. If I didn't keep a network of a 1 to 2 people that could go to the bank for me in regards to this, or could go pick up this piece of mail for me, or mail this package off for me, little things like that, things would have taken a little bit longer. So I'd still needed a network of people, whether it be family or friends, still in the States in which I could work with. Also, when it comes to, for example, your network still in the States, some of you got a network of guys that are investors. Some of you guys, your best guys that you work with when it comes to investments are still in the States. Your crypto crew, still in the States. Some of you guys, you're in writing clubs, you like to write, still in the States. Some of you guys are investors, day traders. Some of your best day trading friends or dudes are still in the States. So you're still going to need that stateside network. But then when you leave the States, you're going to start building a new network of people in your new country that can open up some doors for you when it comes to understanding real estate in your new country, getting life insurance or medical insurance in your new country, when it comes to purchasing a vehicle or opening up a bank account in your new country. Your new network of people in your new country are just as valuable as all of those people that are part of your network in your old country. So we're going to talk about that today. And shout out to you guys that are here. We got 50 people in the building. This is a great topic. Once again, if you want to support us, do not send a super chat. Do not, gentlemen. No super chats. Support by Cash App and PayPal, especially if you feel this information is vital. And make sure you guys subscribe to our new channels, which is Love Crossing Border, or subscribe to Love Crossing Borders. That's one of them. Make sure you guys click the link to subscribe to our Rumble. Please do that today. We got 48 people in here right now, almost 50. So we're back to 50. So make sure all 50 of us who haven't, make sure that you subscribe. And also, beautiful Andrea Wallace TV. She's putting up some great content. This week, she's got a live stream that she's going to be doing is why is it that younger women are sexually attracted to older men? There's a reason. It's not just about the money in the bedroom. There's a different reason why you're in the bedroom. So she's going to be talking about that. Why is it that younger women, historically, have been attracted to the older men, even in the bedroom. I didn't say old man. You catch that? I didn't say the old man. I say older man, more mature man. Why women have always been attracted to the more mature man compared to when we were young and wild. All right. Shout out to you guys being here. Once again, shout out to my man David. He said, Andrea and Andrea, good evening, family. Good evening to you too, kind sir. Good evening to you too. Let me scroll down. And my man Tips and Trips in the building. Shout out to you, brother, for being here. He said, what up, though? Sound like a Detroiter. What up, though? What up, though, chat? Yes, sir. And Ronan, I need to get with you, brother. I'm going to be doing Ronan, do me a favor, man. I'm going to be doing another episode on the military. I'm going to be scheduling it for next week. So I need for you to shoot me an email. I think my email is down there scrolling at the bottom when it comes to the PayPal. So yeah, if you look at the PayPal, Spence 2011, do me a favor, Ronan, shoot me an email, man, because I really want to get with you in regards to this. Shout out to you, brother. And I got an interview scheduled again, another interview scheduled, and I really would like you. And I'm trying to get Victory back in regards to that, because all you guys gave some great information last time on the military, as well as contract work for ex-military and for us civilians, the contract work. My man, Big Brother in Life says, Dre, what up, what up, bro? Hope all is well. We're having a pretty good day. Andrea and I just had a great conversation, conversing. I love, what I love about Andrea? We can sit back and have a day where we really haven't even turned the television on or anything, and we just been talking and conversing, and you think that we just met 2 weeks ago. We still bounce ideas off of each other and just get each other opinion or learn new things about each other. You would think that we should know everything about each other by now, but we don't. We're still learning. So shout out to you, brother. Yeah, everything was great, even though it was a stormy day today. Stormy day. My man Dre namesake in the building, Mr. Dre Thomas. Good night, Dre. We in the building. I appreciate that, brother. The love is spread. You got E-Man is in the building, like always showing love, always showing support. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, Phyllis. Hey, Rashad, I'm coming to you in a second. Twan in the building. Countdown, Twan. Countdown. Salute, Dre, the Plantation Boys. Know deep down we're making the right moves. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's kind of funny with the Plantation Bros, because Black people have always been a migratory people. We have always migrated. How do you think all of us got to all you New Yorkers got to New York, all you Philly dudes got to Philly, all you KC dudes got to KC? How you think all of us Detroiters got to Detroit? My mama was born in Alabama, my daddy Tennessee. Some of you dudes, people are in Atlanta and Florida where you were born, but somehow, some way, you landed up the firstborn in the Chi, because our people have always been migratory. We've always been migratory. Some people migrated from Texas to the Carolinas after the slave trade. Why? Because we're migratory, and nothing is stopped. And shout out to you guys. And that is not just for Black people, it's for all Americans. That's how we got to America and being a melting pot, because we have always been migratory. And even some white dudes could say, well, my Jewish or my Irish or my English granddad came over to America. You see, on the ship. And I'm third generation college graduate because my Irish great granddad. Everybody was part of migration to get to the United States, whether it was through Texas, the migration that's taking place that most of us don't like, with the immigrants that's taking place, is still migration. And that's how the world is going to always be. And that's why you don't hear me complaining about all these. Like right now, I just read an article earlier today about UK complaining about immigrants. Spain is complaining about immigrants. Guess what Colombia is complaining about? Us, expats, immigrants. Oh, you don't think you're an immigrant? I'm an immigrant. Oh, just because I'm married and I'm about to get citizenship, I came into these people country and I impacted economically their environment. You're an immigrant. I impacted in a positive way, to whereas in the United States, immigrants are impacted in a negative way. Some of you guys are here in South America and other countries impacted in a positive way. But others back home that are migrating in the United States, they're impacted in a negative way. Rashad says this. Philip Scott, I was just watching Philip the other day. I was on his show a couple times. Philip Scott exposed himself as a plantation bro after his interview with Soraya. I gotta check that one out. I gotta check that one out. Shout out to you on your interview. It's kind of crazy that, and my man Troy told me this. He said, Dre, you interviewed her right on time. Cause I said during the interview, I said, Soraya, you had 7,000 subscribers. You about to crack 10,000 soon. Oh, yeah, maybe. And everybody knows 85%. For those that don't know, 85% of all YouTubers never make it to 10,000 subscribers. It is not easy to do, right? Except for those of us that kind of like know how it works. But so now she's at, I'm talking about in less than 3 weeks since the interview, she's at like going on 11,000 subscribers. I knew she was going to blow up, man. I knew she was going to blow up when I saw her on TikTok and Instagram. I knew, no, she had them sisters so hot back then, about a year ago. She had them sisters hot as fish grease back then. And this the crazy part. What blew up is her video that she did. She said, I did that video a year ago. That's not new content that y'all sitting up making go viral. That's an old video. And these sisters are losing their mind. But yeah, I'm gonna have to check out that interview because Soraya, that's like she said, say it with a rolling R. Soraya says that she's everywhere now. I've seen her being interviewed by Anton and a few other people. My man Dazzling Globetrotter, yes sir, the dazzling one. He said, has YouTube or Google explained to you? No, they haven't. And I even reached out to YouTube on Team YouTube. I didn't get a response. I'm going to reach out to them again. I am reaching out to them in regards to what happened. I filed an appeal again, and you know what they said? Go look at the first appeal. That's literally what they said. They said, you want to see what our response is to your second appeal? Go look at your first appeal. Well, you didn't explain anything on the first appeal. And I changed the words in the second appeal. Didn't matter. Salute to you, Andre. Keep up the good work. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. And let me go to the super chats. Give you guys a shout out. Shout out for the $2 love, the $2 holler from Zion. I take that, brother. I will take that love. I appreciate that, brother. I really do. Once again, guys, make sure that you guys do not send any cash apps to this channel anymore. I mean, a super chats to this channel anymore. Send only cash apps and PayPal because we don't have access to it. And I don't want you guys to be wasting your money or throwing your money away. And when it comes to the Patreon, make sure that you guys, like I said, we just need one more person. Hopefully we get 5 people tonight to join the Patreon. That's our goal for tonight. But to hit one of our goals, just need one person to join the Patreon this evening. Shout out to you guys. We got a lot going on over there too. And so, yeah, they hadn't explained anything to us with no form of clarity. And I think that's their plan. Shout out to Jay Anderson. Salute to the grown man in the chat. And Andre and Andrea, thank you for all that you do. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. And I appreciate you being here, just like I appreciate JB from the DMV in the building, them DMV boys. Them DC, Maryland, Virginia boys at it again, Mom. They're at it again. Shout out to man Jay with the love, and Black Empowerment 101 is in the building. What am I doing right? Is this Christmas? Yes, sir. And we got Ronan. I was hoping to catch Ronan too. I kid you not. I've been waiting around to catch Ronan on one of the live streams just so I can make sure that he shoots me an email. Growth Talk with Kofa. Kofa is in the building. Shout out to you. And Kofa, man, I think I read your. Man, we need to talk, man, because I know we were supposed to schedule something. We're supposed to have something scheduled. I'm serious. I'm serious because you reached out to me and I think I responded. But here's what's been going on this week with me between getting everything set up with the new channel, working on everything on Patreon, working with everything on Rumble, and the Afro Colombian Festival is coming up next week. So I'm talking to all you guys and plus doing regular consultations and talking to all you guys down there that sometimes certain things slip through the cracks of my mind. So growth talk. Do me a favor. Do me a big favor, man. If we've scheduled something or if we're going to schedule something, I think you said next month. But let me know because I really want to be involved and I don't want to take it for granted. So if we schedule something on your show, I'm in. I just want to let you know I am 100% in. Just let me know the time and when to be there. And I'm in, brother. I just want to let you know in all sincerity. And we could talk about what happened with YouTube, or we could talk about any other topic you want to. There's mainly, topics that I won't talk about. Avengers Assemble. Look at my man Timothy Brighton to be on the show. You good people, Tim. You good people with me. Good people with me. Shout out to my man Tevin Brown with the $10. He said for Google, a Google YouTube lawsuit. I'm actually going to be becoming a part of that with Dennis Sperling. So yeah, because Dennis has one out there. Shout out to you guys. I think I see something on. I think somebody just joined the Patreon, if I'm not mistaken. No, I want to see something on the Patreon. I'm seeing a message. Let me see. Did I see hey JB? Did I just see you join? If I saw you, let me go from this side. Here's what I'll do. I'll keep from flustering myself because I definitely want to get a shout out. Yeah, it looks like we had somebody join, but I didn't get a chance to see who it was. It says okay, notifications. Oh, thanks, JB. Thanks for becoming a member of the Patreon. And my man, my TJ too. Oh yeah, man.
It feels so lovely to be here.
It's so lovely to be among you brothers, man. We just need 3 more for the night now.
Why are you in the clapping mood?
Appreciate you,
I'd like to give a
dudes.
big round of applause to my band, Sexual Chocolate.
We are, man. I'm telling you something.
They play so fine, don't you agree?
I have been studying over the last week the best way to be the best Patreon host that I could be. You kind of like, I'll get to it. No. I have really been buckling down. I really want Patreon to be something that it's almost, I want to set up almost like a university to where you guys, whenever you plan on relocating to another country, all that information is there. I'm talking about from if you want to come to Cali, you know what clubs to go to. You want to go to Medellin, you know what restaurants and clubs to go to. Everything is going to be on that Patreon. It's going to be so well-rounded. And I kid you not just in Colombia, but I'm also going to put stuff that has to do with from the consultation I've done with dudes that are going to Brazil. There's a lot of knowledge that I have that I just hadn't posted yet or done videos on it. But now that we're going to buckle down and really focus on Patreon, I'm going to give you guys one of the best Patreon pages that's out there. Yes, sir. I kid you not. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And real estate. Definitely real estate. Shout out to you, big brother. Yes, sir. Definitely real estate. Because I hadn't taken for granted. One of the videos that I'm going to be doing is still how to invest in Guyana. And I'm talking about invest in their market. I haven't forgotten about that. I'm still focused on that. Laser focused. I was actually watching some of the videos the other day. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to my man Ahmad, my dude in the building for Andre Love Crossing Borders. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you being here with the $2 holla. I will take the $2 hollers, man. Y'all do not know. Listen. I'm a thrifty dude, man. Yes, sir. I knew y'all got to use your money for traveling, so I'm with you on that one. He said, Jay, let me make sure he says. He said, Andre and Andrea love crossing. I appreciate that, brother. I really do. And man, I don't take that for granted. I really don't. Younger women have always been attracted to older men. Nothing changes that. You know what I was telling Andrea about? Shout out to you, Jay. I was telling Andrea about when we used to be in high school and class let out and you probably like in the 10th, 11th grade, and all of a sudden all these Corvettes and Cadillacs and Regals come on from back in the day, and when the all these Blazers from back in the day, the GMC Blazers and all these cars will pull up. You like, is that the school teachers? Nope. That's the boyfriends of all the hot chicks in school. Think about it. All the young hot cheerleaders, all the girls that ran track, all the girls that were the popular chicks, all their boyfriends was already out of high school. Some of them was 25. Some of them was in college, 21, 22. Some of them was, all of them was rolling up. And we sitting up there looking like we ain't got a snowball chance in Hades to compete with the older man with all the proceeds that he has. I know I ain't the only one that remember that. I know I'm not the only one that don't remember those days in high school when the older dudes used to pull up in the car and you would see them with the young chicks. And you couldn't do nothing about it except watch her fine butt jump in his car, and he was beating it up. And you're a horny teenage young man, and you was getting your share, but you wasn't getting that share. The dope dealers was getting it. See what I'm saying? The dope boys was getting all the fine chicks in high schools. They had dropped out of high school 2 years ago. Think about it. All the dope boys that dropped out of high school was always up at the school. Man, listen. Shout out to my man, a Slim in the building. He said this, shout out Andre. He said, landed in Cali about 4 hours ago. I'll see you fellas over the next 2 weeks. Thank you for letting me know so I could put you on the whiteboard, brother. Let me know what side of the city you're on too. If you're in Granada, or if you're out north, or you're near Chipichape, or if you're in La Flora, let me know where you are. Even if you're out south, let me know where you are, what side of the city you're on. Let me know in the comments. I'm going to put you on a whiteboard because they're going to be, I got some things planned for us, guys. Got some things planned for us. Hit that like button, gentlemen. Hit that like button. I like you. Make sure that you continue to like us too. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Okay, looks like we're back. Looks like we froze for a second, but it looks like we are back, gentlemen. There we go. Okay, cool. Appreciate you guys once again, JT and JB, becoming members. Appreciate you, brothers. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Yeah, he said, I'm good. Oh, you're in Rico Richie area. Okay, cool. I know exactly where you are then. There's a lot of Airbnbs over there in Granada. Okay, cool. Cool. A lot of Airbnbs over there. Yeah, Rico Richie is the bar that we were in last night. So if you guys didn't get a chance to see us showcase Rico Richie, the bar that's owned by the brother from Atlanta who opened it up this January during the Super Bowl, great location, wonderful. It was kind of quiet, like you'll see in the video. It was kind of quiet last night because it was raining. So raining on the Monday night, it was only a few of us brothers that were out there. He says some of the locals in Colombia tourists, some of the locals spot Colombian tourists and think we impacted negatively. Some, I like how you put that. Some of the locals, most locals ain't tripping. when you look at Colombia as a whole and not through the eyes of Medellin or Cartagena, most of Colombia Bogota ain't tripping on tourists. Shout out to my man Chulupe in the building. Yeah, Bogota ain't tripping on tourists like that. Think about it. The coffee region, Manizales, Pareda, Armenia, they ain't tripping on tourists. Cali, we ain't tripping on tourists. Buenaventura, they ain't tripping. Bucaramanga, they not tripping. Santa Marta, Barranquilla, they ain't only people that's getting the headlines are the cities that are hit dog holler type of cities. Medellin and Cartagena, that's where all the tourists flood. But most of us are looking at it from the outskirts and really ain't. Nobody can sit back and say that walking around Cali, somebody said something crazy to. I never. Now, one of the brothers that I talk to on a regular basis, we never have issues like that. They be happy because they're like, oh man, it's a brother from the States down here. What's up, brother? Can I ask you this? Can I ask you that? That's what it's more like with us. But in Medellin and Cartagena, you might be right, man. It's a completely different monster there. Completely different mindset. But those are tourist cities. Like, yeah, let's put it like this. I was the same way when I was in Florida. Whenever I see all them New Yorkers coming down every October, because it's getting cold in New York, so they were coming down, snowbirds. Man, I didn't want to see all them New Yorkers coming down, all the people coming down from Carolina, making the gas prices go up, food prices go up until they went back home in March. I won't even lie. I was complaining just like Colombians complain. I was complaining, man. Oh my God, he was coming in. Oh my goodness, it's already got enough 22 million tourists every year for Orlando. Now we got all these New Yorkers coming down here to Florida. So yeah, I was the exact same way, man. They make the prices of food go up. They make the price. Look how high the rent is going up because all these New Yorkers coming down here. Y'all need to take y'all butt back up to New York. That's exactly how I used to talk. So all you Jerseyites and New Yorkers, man, yeah, I ain't had no love for y'all for real. So I felt it. My man DJ's in the building. He says, they say, Andre, you're right. Soraya was talking her ish last year, making him mad. Bro, that's how I got turned on to her. I was like, who is this? Because she had no cut for the sisters. And she had no cut for white modern women. So don't just think she coming at the sisters. She was talking to all modern women, bro. And boy, them sisters were flooding her. Dude, she was averaging, I kid you not, on Instagram and TikTok, 2, 3, 4, 5,000, 10,000 comments. She had them sisters hot back in the day. So to see her videos go viral now, go ahead, girl. I ain't mad at you. I am not mad at you. I am not mad at you. Okay, cool. Real talk. Yes, sir. He said, I didn't get the response. I'll text you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely. Thank you very much. Kofa's in the building. Trust the process. Man, I like that. Trust the process. I like that, bro. That's a good one. He said, peace and prosperity to you and to all the brothers in the chat. Same for you, brother. Same for you. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, JB. I appreciate that, JB from the DMV. Them brothers. And salute once again to Ronan and my man Tiger Blood in the bed. Oh, man, I'm doing something right. Okay. I'm doing something right tonight. We got a good topic for tonight. We got Tiger Blood in the building and Fraction Jackson in the building. We doing something great. He said, I got you, dog. I appreciate you, brothers. I appreciate you. Shout out to Dre and the chat. Magic is in the building. Eyes Free TV. Eyes Free. I like that one too. He said, I'm here in Cali. He said, I'm coming to Cali in December. Okay, let me write that down. Put you on the whiteboard as well. And man, you got a good time in December, man. That's doing the Salsa Festival and Christmas. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. I'm in Black in the building. He said, Andre, it's safe to say people that don't want to live in he said the people that don't want to live Colombia, but other countries can benefit 90% of the information. That's true. I purposely do that. That's a good point. I purposely don't. I'm not Colombia biased. Some guys think Andre love Colombia, bro. I love everywhere I am outside of the states. Everywhere I am, I love it. When I was in France, loved it. UK, loved it. Mexico, loved it. Even in Cuba, loved it. Any place I am enjoying life and I'm not stuck in the States in that cubicle. I was stuck in that cubicle, even though I was making 87 a year, man, I was miserable. I went from doing 10 years in prison to doing 10 years in a prison. Just one was a cell and one was a cubicle, from a box to a box. So yeah, man, listen. Yes, sir. I purposely make sure that the information that we share can be applicable and it's timeless. Speaking of timeless, got a cologne of the night. It is Latifah's Assad. Latifah's Assad. Some of you guys have seen this time and time again, but you never knew what it is. It is a clone of the elixir for Sauvage. Not the regular Sauvage that just blew up over the last 10 years and everybody's been wearing it. But Sauvage came out with this Sauvage elixir. And this is one of the best selling clones of all time. This thing has been flying off the shelves. And you know how much it is right now in the States? 15 to 20 bucks. I remember this thing was $40. But they're selling so much of it because a lot of people are like, listen, I'm not about to sit up here and spend $150 on Sauvage Elixir, even though Sauvage Elixir is one of top selling colognes over the last 3 years. I'm not about to spend all that money on that. I got trips to pay for. So people have tried to come out with clones, but none has come close to Assad. And right now on Amazon, right now, you can get this for under 20 bucks right now. So that's the cologne of the night. And I'm telling you, it is a goodie. It is a very masculine, very future baby daddy cologne. She gonna take the condom off you, brother. You wear this, she gonna take the condom off. I'm telling you now. You in trouble, son. You in trouble. You go ahead and wear this to bed if you want to. Go on, wear this to bed if you want to. She's scooting over. She gonna put that booty right on you. She gonna put that booty right on you because you done put that aside on, bro. I'm telling you, it is that good. It is that good. And for 15 bucks now instead of 40 when it first came out, I got it just because of the price. I was like, okay, Andre, stop BSing around. He said, I'm brand new to Patreon. Yeah. We got a lot. Patreon, there's so much information. Like the information I'm about to share right now, just multiply that by 100. Because the information that we share, the videos that, like the club videos that I can't show on YouTube, go to Patreon. We have a chat group in the Patreon. So just like we got a WhatsApp chat group, we got a Patreon group that we just sit back and chat and chop it up and share information. The list, the 2024 list of the online job list that I have of jobs that will allow you to work online from anywhere in the world. That's part of the Patreon as well. And this year, I put certifications that you can get for free. I'm also going to be adding next year websites that give you free courses. So if you want to do free certification, get certified for this or certified for that, there are some certain certifications that you can get absolutely free. That's a part of the list that I put together for the 300. This year's is 250 online jobs that allow you to work from anywhere in the world. So yeah, all that is on there. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much. And like today, we're going to be talking about a lot of things that's going to be going on there. Oh man, African Wolf is in the building. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out to you, African Wolf, for being here. He said it's supposed to rain daily for the next 2 weeks, according to the weather forecast. Just purchased an umbrella. Just letting you guys know, last year didn't rain at all. I don't think so. And usually it rains throughout the evening, but today it did. I think today was the first day that it rained during the day. I could say that. But one rainfall don't stop no show. We're gonna have fun. We are going to have fun. Making Coffee fans in the building. He said a lot of the tourists hate only only exist on social media. That's true. That's a good way of putting it. That's a good way of putting it. He said, "This is how Connecticut feel about New York as you're speaking." Hey man, when I be seeing them New Yorkers coming down, like what the? You can tell. You can tell when New Yorkers be coming down. They don't understand Florida traffic for nothing. They cause pileups, they cause accidents, and you be like, we don't drive like that here in Florida. This is I-4. This is our side of I-75. This ain't your side of I-75 up north. This is our side of I-75. All you Detroiters is coming down I-75 through Ohio. This is Florida side of I-75. This ain't Detroit side. And y'all be acting like, man, listen. You see, I'm taking a deep breath, Kenny. What it do, Slim? Shout out to you. He said, Andre is right about the price of Latif Assad. He said, I got mine for $23 3 weeks ago. I'm telling you guys, I know I always get hook you out with the best. And this one, tell him, Tevin, this one here, you're going to thank us for it. You're going to thank me and Tevin for that one. Yes, sir. He said, I'd like to know website names to buy colognes to compare with colognes to buy samples, or brand name lists of colognes besides. Oh, I see you talking about colognes and the clones. You know what? I think I'm going to do a video on that because they're they're websites, but they're also YouTube videos of clones of colognes. So there's a YouTube video. There's like this one person has like a good 16. I forget who the channel is, but they have a good 16, 17 videos of. They'll have the original, and then they'll have the clone. Then they'll have the original of this next one, and then they'll have the clone. And so I think I'm going to do some reaction videos in regards to that one and let you guys know if that clone is good or if it's not any good. Shout out to my man I am FF in the building. I am FF. He said, what up, Dre? What up, chat? Shout out to you. Yes, sir. And we're down at the bottom. We got 66 people in the building. He said, you're welcome. Yes, sir. He said, I'm a frag head. Yes, sir. Frag head for life. For you guys that don't know what frag head means, fragrance, frag head. He said, I use that for everything. Ginseng, definitely. Justin Copeland, yes, are just two people. I am also, everybody was, what's my man? I am having a cramp, and this dude's got 2-3 million subscribers. Jeremy Fragrance. Everybody's been Jeremy Fragrance. Bow tie fragrance guy. That's another brother. The bow tie fragrance guy, brother out of Atlanta. Big Beard Business. The brother with the beard, and his cologne collection is crazy. Big Beard Business. He's one of the top guys that's out there on YouTube. This scent right here, nigga. This scent right here. Yeah, yeah. That's what that one is. This scent right here. I'm telling you, boy, she gonna take the condom off. You keep on playing with that aside. Keep on playing with it. Shout out to my man Alexis in the building, my dude. He said, shout out to you, Dre, and the chat. Let's get ready to get started, guys. First thing that we're gonna, like I said, tonight's topic is all about. First of all, do not send any super chats, send the cash apps and the PayPals because we don't have access to the super chats anymore. Thank you guys for being the next 3 guys to join the Patreon as well. That's our goal. 5 for tonight. We got 2. Shout out to you guys. Okay, first thing that you want to do whenever you decide that you want to relocate to another country. Now, a lot of times we do videos on vacationing. We do a lot of videos on vacationing. Tonight is not one of them. Yeah, Big Beard Business that's a solid dude. That's a good dude. I really like him too. Timothy said, I just ordered me one. I'm telling you, brother, it's well worth it. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, that is a good one. Like I mentioned, it is the clone of Sauvage Elixir, not just the regular Sauvage. You can smell it, man. It's really close to it, like 90-95%. But Sauvage came out with another one a few years later because Sauvage became so successful. I mean, every ex-boyfriend was wearing Sauvage. Every dude, everybody, it was the breakup cologne that women be like, my ex-boyfriend used to wear Sauvage. Everybody's ex-boyfriend wore Sauvage. Okay? Okay. But Sauvage came out with Sauvage Elixir. You know, for us frag heads, we realized that everybody started using the term elixir. This elixir, that elixir. And so Latafa, who's always been great when it comes to their quality uh of clones, they decided to be one of the first ones and the best ones to come out with a clone of Sauvage Elixir. And they knocked it out the park. And everybody tried to catch up, and it was too late. Latafa's Assad, none can compare. Others have come and others have gone, but not one has compared to this one right here. Not at all. And then if you buy it in the store, like if you go to the store and buy it, it's still $40. So why pay $40 when you get it off of Amazon or any other platform and get it for, like I said, around a $20, $15 mark right now? Okay, first thing we're going to talk about is your time frame. You want to relocate to another country? Okay, cool. You need to come up with a time frame in which you're going to be doing this. Are you going to be doing this in 5 months? Are you planning it out for 5 years? Are you planning this out for 15 years once your kids or your responsibility with your parents or with your responsibility with yourself, your business is done? You cannot just guesstimate what your time frame is going to be. You're going to have to be serious about your time frame because your time frame is going to dictate how disciplined you are with all the rest of this. I'm going to say this again. Your time frame of when you want to move to a new country will dictate how you mentally treat the rest of this list that we're going to be going down. I'll give you a perfect example. The next thing on the list is the things that you're going to bring, such as clothing. You'll take your clothing purchasing for granted if you don't have a time frame. All of a sudden, you still be buying 4 or 5, 10 pair of Jordans a year. You'll still be getting you some new Oxfords. You'll still be purchasing you some new, loafers here and there when you don't even need all that. If you plan on relocating to Brazil, why are you still buying loafers? Because you don't have a time frame. Why are you still buying 3 more suits? You got 5 good suits in that closet. You plan on moving to Thailand? Why are you buying more suits? Because you don't have a time frame. Your time frame is going to dictate everything that I'm going to mention. Even if you don't stick Okay, yeah, I froze for a second, guys. I just recently switched over to the router, so hopefully it's better. We just had rain; it was storming out here, so maybe this will help a little bit. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're back. So I switched over from the apartment Wi-Fi to this. This is one of the things that you want to bring with you: a portable router. Bring a portable router with you, gentlemen. You will thank me 100 times over. We've had this one for 3 years, especially if you work online, you got an online job. Why don't you have a portable router with you? Like if you're going to the mall to work, you don't feel like working in your apartment, or you're going to go get something to eat and you want to bring your computer with you and you want to work. Your portable router goes everywhere with you. And on the inside of it, I have a SIM card because that's what goes on the inside of it. As you can see, that one, I think you guys can see that one, and that one says that I am connected to one device, which is the computer, but it connects to up to 20 devices. So it could be you and a few other of your boys that work online at the same time using this. So make sure that you take one of the things that you're going to bring with you, we're going to talk about that in a second, is a portable router. Correct. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Tevin. Letting them know about the Patreon. Yes, sir. And so, like I mentioned before, your time frame. Now, when I talk about time frame, like I said, it could be 5 months from now, it could be 5 years from now, or it could be 15 years from now, but you gotta mentally prepare yourself for a time frame. Mine, I started in 2018, but maybe 2017. I would say 2017. I said I'm officially moving outside of the United States. I've taken enough trips. I knew what country I want to live in. Okay, cool. I'm good. I knew what city. I thought Medellin I wanted to live in. So I knew where I wanted to be. And I told myself that by 2019, I'm up out of here. I'm gone. And I told my coworker, I kid you not. Yep, I switched routers, Twan. Switch my routers. Good call. And I told my coworker, my boy out of the shy, that I'm leaving November 2019. Now, mind you, remember, November 2019. It's 2017 when I told him this. Just like Taylor Made Dreams told his best friend Charles, kept saying to him, brother, I'm leaving at this particular date. I'm leaving and Charles didn't believe him. You moving to DR, huh? Okay, whatever. He said, and all of a sudden, bam. Shout out to my man, invest and motivate 8. Yeah, I like that. The motivate. That's cool. And eventually it took Taylor Made Dreams going back and forth for 3 to 5 years to officially move to DR. It took me going back and forth 3 years. Took Ace Live, I think it was 2 years. It took my man Purpose, Love, and Passports. It took him 7 years going back and forth, he and his wife in DR, getting everything in order. So don't think, you have to live in the Shy. Shout out to Shy Town. And so don't think that you have to do everything at once. Like I said, while I was between 2017 and late 2019, I was going back and forth to Colombia. I had gotten my apartment at the end of 2000, well, actually at the beginning of 2019. So I had an apartment in Colombia, our first apartment that you guys know about, that we were in for 5 years. I had that for a year before I officially moved down. Why? Because it was such a great deal. I knew I was going to pass. If I didn't get it, somebody else was going to get it. But I also knew this, that it was, once again, mindset. Since I had a place, it was help solidifying the fact that I'm officially going to move. I'm actually going to move out of the United States. Shout to you the West Side. Oh man, I like being on the West Side. Actually, I kind of like the downtown area most of all because of the restaurants. The restaurants. Shout out to Chi-Town. We got a Chicago style pizza spot right around the corner too. And so I would, I would I was solidifying with little things that I did. So remember, when it comes to the mindset, you're going to be doing little things to solidify your decision to relocate to another country. It's not going to be just okay, this year I decided because I got all the money, I got my job, I got this, I got that, I'm going to move to DR. It doesn't work like that. You're going to be going back and forth to DR. And that's where you're going to be networking and finding out what side of the city that you're going to be living on. Why do I say that? Because the side of the city that you live on as a vacationer will be completely different from the side of the city that you might want to live on as a relocator. As a vacationer, I like being around all us tourists. Yes, I do. As a relocator, I ain't trying to see none of y'all. I ain't trying to see none. No, no, no. The only Americans I'm trying to see are Americans that's off camera. The Americans that don't know nothing about YouTube or they act like it. Let's put it like this. Those are the Americans that I like to be around, the expats. Those who I like to be around. Why? Because I'm an expat. But all you do weekend warriors, no, 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 no. I'm not looking to be around you guys all the time, every weekend. I did that in Tampa. I did that in Orlando. So yeah. So that's why I said your mindset will be different when it comes to where you want to stay as a vacationer compared to a relocator. So your time frame, very important. Very important. And I'll tell you why. When I told my coworker that I remember it was right around October, late September. True story. And I look at him and I said, you know what? I'm gonna stay until January. I could pull out another 15, 20,000 easy. And so he was like, Dre, didn't you tell me? He looked me right in my face. He said, didn't you tell me you was leaving in November? And you told me that in 2017. I was like, yeah, but yeah, I could make another 15. He said, you got enough money, man. He said, bruh, Dre, you need to get your ass out of here. Get your ass out this country. What are you doing? You got an apartment over there. You got your girl over there. You got half your clothes already over there. What are you doing? What more do you need, Andre? He made me stick to my time frame. But if you don't have a time frame, what will happen is you'll do like I did. You'll push it over. Well, maybe 2026 will be the year. You'll push it because you didn't solidify it. Solidifying means sharing that date with somebody, starting to come back and forth to that country that you want to enjoy. Maybe it is Thailand, and you take maybe 1 or 2 trips per year until you get over there. But you've got to have a time frame. You cannot do this by just guessing when you're gonna leave. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, man. I hang out with y'all, but yeah. And my man JB said he's on the bubble. Yeah. And that's how I was. That's how I was. I was on the bubble of discovering which country is going to be, when it was going to be, what I was going to take with me. You know, I'm kind of like discovering things. And the cool part, I had examples like Tailor Made Dreams and Ace Live and Jabrail Passport Heavy that was already out there. You know, I Am Marwa coming from Africa, so I had his videos. So I had like YouTube mentors per se, and a few sisters that were out there that were coming to Colombia, but I never really put together my time frame. So that's what I did. The first thing I did was my time frame. Second thing is the things that you're going to take with you. Okay, it's going to fall in 3 categories. You're going to keep it, sell it, give it away. I said it is nothing is going to fall in any other category. You're gonna keep it, meaning that you're gonna put it in a storage unit, and their storage units, just like the storage units in the States, they're the same ones here in Colombia. Do not think Colombia does not have storage units, man. They look just like the ones in the States. No different. No different. Do not make that mistake ever to think that, well, if I take my collection of so and so to Colombia, where will I store it? The same place that you store it in the States, in a storage unit. Stop acting like we're in a third world, third world, third world, third world, third world. Okay. So yeah, you're gonna put that in a storage unit, or you're going to leave it with family members, or you got some place, you still own some property in the state, so you can keep it there. But you're gonna keep it, whatever it is, you're gonna keep it. Second thing is you're gonna sell it. You got 3 cars, you only need 1. But that's my favorite car. I don't care. You relocating to another country. My bad. Countries. But that was my collector's, eh? Well, I don't. I'll put it in storage. We'll put it in storage. But what am I gonna do with my boat? Sell it. But that's my boat. Yeah, it's gonna be sold. Sacrifices must be made. What are you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do paying for that boat sitting in the docks? It's renting that space. Well, I got enough money, and it's not about the money. It's about your mindset to let go and let you know I'm officially cutting the umbilical cord to my home country, and I'm officially going to venture off on this thing called a planet. Because the United States will train you to always be connected in some way or another, other than your family and your friends. Other than your family, your friends, United States will always try to give you a reason why. Well, my boat is still in the dock, in the marina. And how you gonna sell your boat if you living in Cartagena? Okay, how you gonna sell that boat when you living in Brazil? I like what Timothy said. He said, I want to bring my clothes and my cooking equipment. That is a must. See, certain things you can bring with you. Why? Because it's a part of your routine. Remember we said we're going to get to that? It's a part of your routine. Some of you guys like, you know what? I'm not going to wait until I get down there to buy golf clubs. My favorite golf clubs I've been using for 10 years. Bring them down with you. Bring them down with you. They're a part of your routine. If you know that thing is a part of your routine, bring it down. But if you know there's a part of your collection, that's different. It's a difference between collecting something compared to something that's a part of your routine. No, I'm talking about if you got a collection that you could just, it's portable. I'm not saying sell the first Spider-Man comic book, Amazing Comics, Amazing Tales number 15. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that you're going to find that certain things that you take with you, certain things that you keep back in the States with family, friends, or in storage. Lastly, you're going to give some stuff away. I gave away suits. I gave away this. I gave away that. There's a lot of stuff that I gave away. Okay. Behind me is one of them big Walmart totes. Next time you go to Walmart, you'll see how big these totes are. What did Crazy Andre do? I brought 5 of these big totes with me. 5. All the stuff that I thought I needed. That didn't include the 3 big ass suitcases that I brought with me. And 2 backpacks. Oh, brother, I came with, you thought, man, I was an explorer discovering a new land. So that's why I'm able to tell you this, because I made that mistake. I packed and unpacked 5 times, calling myself downsizing. Do you know when I got here to Colombia, 90% of the stuff that I brought with me, I never used for 4 years. I ended up I got 2 totes left. These are just to keep and just for regular stuff for around, my tools and things like that, regular around the house stuff. All the stuff that was in them and the other 3 totes and all the suitcases and all gone. All that stuff I thought I needed, trashed. Because for 4 years, I never even opened those totes. Never even opened those suitcases. All the stuff that I swore that I needed and I was going to take, could nobody talk me out of it. I need these. No, I still got shoes that I ain't even put on my feet yet. And I call myself downsizing. I'm telling you, brother, this was after downsizing 5 times. I brought so much stuff that I had to pay a tariff at the airport. I paid $25, 100,000 pesos to get my luggage into Colombia because I had so much and they thought I was going to sell stuff, and I had to show them my lease and had to show them, no, I'm not here to sell stuff. I'm actually moving here. And fortunately, I had my lease on me, and I showed them my lease. And all that stuff that I had, 90% of it was already here in Colombia. And I didn't even need to bring all that stuff. And the other stuff went out of style. Or the other stuff didn't fit anymore. Or the other stuff didn't really need it, just was nostalgic. Yeah. Could somebody call Hoarders? I was ready to do an episode of Hoarders. Absolutely correct, Tim. Yep, I was a hoarder at that time period. Maybe I need, I might need those feathers. Let me put those 5 packs of feathers with it in here right here. What's that? Are those are my Rubik's cubes from high school. I would not dare part with my Rubik's cube collection. Just stupid stuff. Everything that I was nostalgic about. And then there was other stuff. I might need 3 hammers. They might not have hammers in Colombia. 15 packs of toothpaste. I'm looking for a partridge in a pear tree. I'm bringing golf balls. Only played golf a couple times. Got tennis rackets. Ain't been in one court. All this stuff that you bring with you, like, I'm going to use this tennis racket, man. Know what? I'm going racquetball. I'm doing racquetball. Y'all leave me be. Leave me alone. I'm doing racquetball. Ain't played no bit of racquetball at all. Ain't played ping pong. See, I'm going to need these 15 ping pong paddles. And I was a mess. And I call myself downsizing. So, guys, remember, if it were me, in hindsight, kid you not, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, your clothing, I would narrow it down to at least, it's going to hurt some of y'all's soul, between 12 to 15 pair of shoes at the most. I really want to tell y'all 10. But that's just gonna hurt some of y'all heart too much to hear me use the word 10 pairs. Man, I got 10 pair of the same Jordans. And I understand where you're coming from. But in all sincerity, guys, you would just want to narrow it down to just 10 pair of shoes. I mean to under about 15 pair of shoes. You got your Oxfords, why did I say that? In all sincerity, why did I say that? All the shoes you think you can't get, you can get on Amazon here all day long. All that stuff that every Air Force One, every Adidas, every shoe, the Kobe's that just LeBron, all that can be ordered. All of those shoes that you want to build your color, you don't need all them shoes, bro. You can get all those shoes. Yep, I like how you put that, Tiger Blood. The power of letting go. That's so true. I wish I knew that. Your jeans. Now, if you're a certain size, like I am as far as height, Now you may want to bring some extra jeans as far as like, I would say maybe 7, 8 pair of jeans, 2 pair of slacks. That's it. I got on a pair of slacks right now. 2 pair of slacks. Why? You get all that stuff here. Nobody told me all this when I came down here. And I've yet to see a YouTube video by some brothers. I see the white boys talk about this all the time, but the brothers don't never do no videos on this. When it comes to your clothing, 99% of the style that you like, you can purchase either online or purchase here. The clothing that gets the coochie in Colombia, y'all ready? The coochie clothing. T-shirts, polo shirts, shirts with a collar, and a button-down shirt. Ta-da. Ain't nobody giving a damn about your Versace Gucci shirt. Not in Colombia. You looking too bright anyway. That's just in the movies. Y'all sitting up there watching movies from the 90s talking about something. Yes, that's how they dress in Colombia. Versace shirts. No, all your Fendi belts. Nobody giving that. Dude, you ain't gonna get that coochie no faster in DR with a Fendi belt on. Name the dude in Thailand that you saw walking through Thailand and he was getting all the coochie because he got a Gucci belt on. I know dudes that's been living in Thailand for the longest, smashing one of my closest dudes, smashing this dude t-shirt, button down, a polo. That's it. 99% of the time he's wearing jeans and he beating up the nicey niceys. Yeah, tease it. Kofa, that's all you need, as you well know. That's all you need. That's all Colombian men wear. I mean, you do have fashion and style. Some people that are fashion-ish, but you see them as they walking by. Like me, I'm fashionist with my hats and all that. Like I'm like Cam Newton with the hat thing. But other than that, you don't need all that. And whatever you need, I promise you, the way the world is set up now, you can order all that. All of it can be ordered. All of it. You bringing 3 laptops down here. What the hell for? What you think they got places to buy laptops in Colombia or Brazil? Well, they'll be more expensive. I can understand that. So bring a spare one, but you don't need to be bringing spare 3 or 4 computers. Yeah. I got one here in Cali. I got a tailor here in Cali, kid you not. So yeah. He said, you see, shout out to my man Growth once again. He said, you see a guy wearing a suit and hats, you know that it's business. Yep, you know that it's business, or a night out with the cats when the cat is real clean. That is so true in Colombia. Even in Brazil, it's all of South America. When you see a dude with a sports jacket on, it's either work or he's out for play. That's it. That's it. Don't wear socks and sandals here. Atlanta, can we talk? Alabama, can we talk? Louisiana, I need to talk to you for a minute. Miami, you come on in here too. Them socks and sandals, I've seen y'all walking through Colombia. I've seen y'all walking through Colombia. And all you gonna do with them socks and sandals is pay for play. Ain't no real Colombiana gonna give you no play with sandals on away from Cartagena, first of all. Let's get that one out of the way. I don't know no dude down here that's getting the coochie, Colombian or non-Colombian, that's getting the coochie, and they live in Cali with sandals on a regular basis. That ain't gonna happen. I don't care if you got the Jordan sandals, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar sandals, Wilt Chamberlain sandals. I don't care if you got Jesus sandals on. You ain't gonna get no play, bro. You ain't gonna get no play. These women do not play that. They ain't walk. So they girlfriends could talk about them. We don't think about that as men, that they think about what their girlfriends think about. So if their girlfriend's like, girl, why your man got on sandals? She gonna check you about your sandals because her girlfriends just checked her. So all you socks and sandals dudes with the stripes and y'all think the white socks and y'all walking through Atlanta and you're walking through Macon, Georgia, you walking on through Carolina, you think you doing it. Yeah, you doing it there. But here, bruh, this country is anti-sandals in public. If you are not taking your ass to a beach or if you ain't walking around the house, okay, how many of y'all done seen Colombian men walking down the street with some sandals on unless he was like super poor? Cartagena? Other than Cartagena? No. Other than maybe at the beach area in Medellin? If you ain't at the, yo, what? And I'll be seeing y'all country tales walking through Cartagena looking country than a month. I say, yeah, he be paying for some coochie tonight. He'll be buying some coochie tonight. Hey, roll back. Do me a favor. Oh, my bad, brothers. He didn't know. Do me a favor, crypto roll. Make sure. No, we ain't got the channel back. We do not have access. We just have access to the channel for the next 30 days. After the next 30 days, they shut everything down. So we're sending everybody. Moderators, can you do me a favor? Could you drop the link? I think I have it. Could you guys drop the link to the new channels? I think I have it. Here we go. I'm gonna drop it real quick. Yeah, but don't no super chats. Only Cash Apps, gentlemen, and PayPal. I appreciate that. Only through there. Let me make sure that showed up for you guys. There we go. So make sure you click the link to those channels for us, guys, because in a couple of weeks it's going to be completely different. Yeah, hey, you can rock the cowboy boots. Now this is Colombia. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, you can rock the. I'm about to buy me some. While you playing, and the hat, in the matching hat, and the hat to match. He said, "Yo, Jerry, I wear cowboy boots." Yes, sir, brother. There's a lot of Colombia. You win with that. Is that an issue? No, sir. No, sir. He said, my dance shoes are cowboy boots as well as the Cuban riding heel. Cuban riding heel. Hey, bro, you win. You in the right country for that one. Yes, you let's put it like this. You on the right continent for that one, because South America. Yeah, cowboy boots. Yeah, you win, bro. You ain't never got to worry about that one. Yeah, like I said, I'm looking to buy me some. Shoot, please. Seeing these dudes walking around with their cowboy boots and their jeans on, can't tell them nothing. Can't tell them nothing. So yeah, that was a good question, brother. So once again, guys, you're gonna either, whatever it is, you're either gonna keep it, as far as put some stuff in storage and some stuff you're gonna bring with you. You're either gonna sell it, or you're either gonna give it away. Yeah, yep. That's a good one. He said, I'm planning on buying some, at least 2 and motorcycle boots. Yep. Yep, absolutely. He said, can we show cowgirl? Oh, yes, we can. And you can send the Cash App. Yes, sir. I appreciate the Cash App, but we're gonna be doing the cowgirls tonight. Yes, sir. You know, since we ain't got access, we ain't got to worry about them demonetizing nothing or whatever. So what they gonna do? So I'm saying, it's like, now, of course, Dave, you could bring your cologne collection with you because it doesn't take up too much room. So you could bring that with you. You know, you could, like you see, I got mine. So you could bring that with you. But things that that are larger, like I did, you don't want to do all that, because a lot of that stuff you can already bring, you can already pick up when you get here. Shout out to my man EMB in the building. Good evening to you as well. And he said that Astabia. No, Astaba. Let me see if I can get this one. Incendio inglés. Let me know how I did. Hasta incendio inglés. Invest and motivate says this. He said, I got raised. He said, I got to raise my son. That's how you do it. So he said, so I got 20 years left. That's how you do that too. But as soon as he's grown, I'm taking my wife into I'm talking my wife into moving to Colombia. The couple that we just went to their wedding this weekend are a couple from the States, and they moved down here a couple years ago, and they are actually our neighbors upstairs. If she ever leaves me, I'm gone when my son gets grown. I'm glad that you said that, because the reason why I mentioned that is this, that some of us the window is not in the next year or two. For some people, it's like that. You know, you just retire from the military, or you Encinado. Did I get that? Ensinando. Mean teaching. Okay, cool. Thank you, EMB. Let's see if I got that one correct. Ensinando. And some guys, it is a 15-year, 20-year down the line. Here's the beauty of that. You get a chance to visit locations throughout a continent or a country or a city to see which one works best for you. Some dude sat back and was like, man, I'm telling you, Colombia is for life. Now they've been living in Brazil for 3 years. You see how that worked? Some dudes thought tailor-made dreams would never leave DR. For the last 3 years, he's been living back and forth in Thailand, even though he's been visiting other countries, and then he'll go back home. He said, close enough, EMB? Laugh not at my accent, my friend. He said, don't try, Andre. He said, you live in Colombia and have a Colombian wife and can't speak. Hey. Oh, man, you guys be feasting on that one. He said, I just like hearing your brother's stories. He said, we do travel, but he said, me and my wife on weekend warriors, LOL, a week at most. Even if you talk to your wife and you guys do a like 1 day, 4-day trip to here in Colombia. And I know she'd be like, Colombia, babe, I'm telling you, it's on me. I'm gonna show you a great time. You sure? You take that woman to Cartagena. Soon as she land in Cartagena and she see that Atlantic Ocean, that's gonna get her first. That beautiful sun and that sunset, that's gonna get her. Then when she get to Cartagena, she gonna see all those beautiful historic houses. That's gonna hit her in the heart. Then she gonna see all the brothers and sisters walking around, our people. That's gonna hit her in the heart. That's why there's so many sisters that are living in Cartagena right now, because that's the sister haven compared to Medellin is the man haven. So if it were me and I was introducing my stateside wife to Colombia, oh, it would be Cartagena without a doubt, because she get a chance to see how many tourists are there also from around the world. So everybody's comfortable. She gets the chance to see that. And a lot of myths are broken. And then when you take her to Palenque, it's like an hour plus outside of Cartagena, the first black town. Yeah, baby, this is the first of all black towns of slavery. She like, okay. She got a chance to see the Atlantic Ocean, go to the beach, eat some amazing food, because Cartagena restaurants are amazing. And then you get a chance to show her the price. Yeah, baby, look how much this meal costs. What? Only $17 for all of this? Mm-hmm. Including drinks, boo. What? How much did you pay for this Airbnb? $22 a night for a 3-bedroom? Yeah, baby, I'm telling you, it's Cartagena, girl. And she taking pictures with the Afro-Colombian sisters with the dresses and everything, with the fruit on the head. She doing all that. She seeing the horses in the buggy go by and all. Yeah, take her to the mall. That's in part of downtown Cartagena. Buy her a gift in that mall, and she walk around, see how modern that mall is, and then take her upstairs to the restaurant at the top of that mall. You guys know what I'm talking about. That mall is right in the heart of Cartagena. That's right in the wall city, in other words. That's right in the wall city area. And you take her to the top and have her have dinner looking over the Atlantic Ocean. Man, listen. Sold. Sold. No, I wouldn't show it to Cali. I'm bringing to Cali first. No. I would bring her to Cali like second or third. The reason why I say that is because you want her to feel that comfort of something that's still American like before you introduce her to the heart of Colombia. Cali is like the heart of Colombia. Medellin is like the touristy. Bogota is like the heart of Colombia. You don't want to introduce her to that first. You want to introduce her to that part. Hey, this reminds me of Miami. That's what you want her to do. You want her to still feel like it's state-ish. She see all the tourists, just like in Miami. She sees all the people, just like in Miami, brothers and sisters, just like in Miami. So she gets to see the Latin community, just like in Miami. So she gets a chance to not just be thrust into Colombia by coming to Cali first. Even though the people that came down here this weekend had a great time. They had an amazing time. Shout out to my man Lamont with the $5 and my man International IQS in the building. I must be behind. Shout out to my man IQS being in the building. Appreciate you. But yeah, IQ changed his name anyway to TIQS in the building. Shout out to you, brother. He said for the cowgirl video, I got you, brother. I got you. He said, finalize the price and pay for your food when you receive it. Don't wait to pay for it. Otherwise, they'll overcharge you. Yes. One of the things that we do when we go to restaurants, we know exactly what the price is going to be. We have our menu, or they have you can screenshot menu. So you want to take not screenshot, but you use your cell phone, they put it up on the code, and you get a chance to see it. So it's like that. But at the end of the day, man, that's what I would do. I kid you not. I would introduce her just like all the other sisters that come to Colombia. Most of them don't go to Medellin first. Most of them go to Cartagena, and there's a reason why. He says, sorry, Dre, people were struggling to type out my name, so I shortened it to make it easy. TIQS in the building. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that with the long hand cursive, trying to write out your name. Morpheus in the building. Shout out to you, brother. He said, facts. TIQS. He said, not only to travel to see sisters. Yes, sir. There's so much to see. Southside Jamaica Queens in the building. Shout out to you brothers being here. Shout out to you brothers being here. Joshua's in the building, ladies and gentlemen. And my man El Monte. He says, sisters in Cartagena? Nope, I'm not staying there. There are. A lot of you guys don't notice the sisters because you ain't trying to notice the sisters. I'll say this again. If you don't own a yellow car, you won't notice a yellow car. But when you buy a yellow car, you notice all the yellow cars in the city. Same thing with the sisters. If you're not thinking about the sisters, you don't notice that they're there. But there's plenty of sisters now that's living in Cartagena. And also remember this. Most of us, okay, here we go. Y'all know me. Map of Cartagena, Colombia. Okay, here we go. Screenshot. Let's get this lesson out of the way, gentlemen. Screen share. I want you guys to know what I'm talking about. Okay. We've got in front of us Cartagena, Colombia, ladies and gentlemen, mainly gentlemen. We've got Cartagena, Colombia right in front of us. Let me move this down just a tad bit. Okay. Right here, we all know the airport. That's the other thing that your wife will appreciate. The airport ride is like 8 minutes, 10 minutes at the most. So the airport is right here. Bada bing, bada boom. Most of us leave the airport looking at the Atlantic Ocean. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. I'm in Cartagena. Oh, gee, I'm about to get all the coochie. And we drive right here. We drive to right here, the walled city area, right? This is where most of us are in this area. This is where that mall is. I was telling you guys about. That's really nice. Most of us come here, and the clock tower is in this area, and all the historical part, all the beautiful homes, all the museums, all that is within this area. The castle is in this area. All that is here, right? What's this right here? See, all that is here. Historical churches, landmarks, all that is right here. Or in the color, in the beautiful homes and everything. Or we go here, Buque Grande. That's the part that looks like Miami, South Beach area, right here. So this got its own beach area and so forth. Remember what I was just saying? It looks like South Beach. So now you see that. See, your girl will feel comfortable because, oh wow, it does look like South Beach. So Buque Grande is right here. All the way down here is like in this area. This is where the Hilton is. All the way down here. So these are nothing but really nice hotels, homes, Airbnbs, condos. But over here you have the historical part. Why did I just show all that? I'll tell you why. And when I say don't worry about when it comes to sisters living in Cartagena, the people that live in Cartagena live in Cartagena. 90% of us that go to Cartagena have never been to these areas. You see how huge Cartagena is compared to this little leg that we normally go to away from the airport? Usually we go here, have our fun, and go right back to the airport. I'll say it again. Most of us go here from the airport and we go to the walled city, or we go to the South Beach looking side. We never go into the heart of Cartagena. Most guys can't even tell you what the heart of Cartagena looks like, except for if you live here. The guys that live here know about these extra islands and all these other things. But the rest of us, all we know is this little leg of the historical city, beautiful, and Boca Grande. Or Boca Grande. That's why I said you could take your woman to Cartagena and you will not run across many of the sisters because they are living in the heart of Cartagena, unlike the rest of us that visit Cartagena. He said, I better not see a sister when I'm going. He said, I'm going to ignore. Oh, man, I do that right now. He said, sorry, I was struggling to. Oh, okay, I read that part. He said, I can walk the walled city. He said, I can walk to the walled city where I'm from, where I stay at. Yep, see? Really nice. Morphy said, he said, gotcha, thank you, because I'm going in September. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, that's exactly what Cartagena looks like as far as that walled city. And so we all, like I said, we'll all go to the walled city area and have a little fun and enjoy ourselves. And you can't tell us nothing. When we're only right here. I've been to Cartagena. Have we, gentlemen? Gentlemen, when you finally look at how huge Cartagena is, in this little corner that we usually hang out in, have we really been to Cartagena, gentlemen? Have we really been to Cartagena? Like those that live there, they can say that. The rest of us, we haven't really been to Cartagena. So, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of Cartagena that I've never seen. Look how huge this city is. Never seen all those brothers and sisters in that area. And let's make, I think the only time I've driven through Cartagena, we've ridden through Cartagena, not driven, but rode through, is when we were riding from the airport. I mean, riding from the bus station. I'm sorry, because we took the bus from Barranquilla to Cartagena, so we had to take the bus through the city. But other than that, nip. Let me go back here. Here. Okay, let's look at some images real quick. Real quick, let me type this out. All right, so when you take your girl there, you see what I'm saying? You're gonna be taking to all the pretty areas with the pretty house. There's the clock tower right there. You know, it's gonna be all beautiful and fancy schmancy. All nice. Look at that. Look at that. It just looks so beautiful to take your girl. Man, listen, take your girl to Cartagena, bro. There's the wall right there. It's just beautiful. Remember I said you got the trolleys with the horses? Look at the color of those houses. Come on now. Don't be telling that man not to take his woman to Cartagena. That's a beautiful place. Beautiful location. Beautiful location. There's a clock tower right there where y'all be getting y'all freak on in the middle of the night. You see during the daytime, it's all tourists out there. Nighttime come, the freaks come out at night. Y'all trying to get nasty, buying the ladies of the night at the clock tower. Don't be acting like y'all don't recognize that clock tower. Some of you dudes going, go. Yep, there we go. Good information, IQ. Good information. So yeah, don't be acting like y'all don't be going to the clock tower. And then right across is right around across from the historical part is the park that looks like South Beach. It's not even 10 minutes away from each other. It's like right there. This is the castle right here, the little fort. We were in there on our last trip. We went into the fort. Let's see what else we got. Love Cartagena at night, man. It is a beautiful city. But notice, we haven't seen the city. Up here we go to Clock Tower once again for all you freaky people. It's empty. See how empty it is during the day? All you pay-for-play players be out there at night with your proceeds in hand. With your proceeds in hand. It's all colorful. The houses are colorful and beautiful. All right, it's nighttime. The sun is going down. It's almost time for the freaks to come out. Almost time for the freaks. Shout out to you. Okay, so we already talked about things that you need to bring with you. We need to talk about location, number 3. Location is the third thing that you want. What country or what countries? You don't owe one country anymore. I'm going to say this again. Let's get this one out of the way. Shout out again to my man Lamont with the $5 and my man International with the $5. You don't owe one country ever again, except for your taxes in the States, and we're still citizens of the States. We're still Americans. We still love America. But what I'm saying is you don't owe one country to live there. Like when people try to say tailor-made dreams is going to always be in DR. That's not necessarily true, as you can see. When people say Ace Live is going to always be in Colombia, yeah, Ace is over in Europe right now. Same thing they said about check and effect. He'll always be in Colombia or somewhere in South America. That's not true. They said that about Aaron, passport bro. Other passport bro or black men's travel YouTube channel. They said that about Aaron. He'll always live in Brazil. Well, he's been living comfortably in Dominican Republic. You owe one country. You don't owe one country ever again. So feel comfortable with choosing one, but never be surprised if you decide to choose another. You might use Colombia as your gate country to come into South America. And then the next thing you know, you're in Chile and you are happy as can be. Or you're in Peru eating some of the best food in the world. I said it, in the world. Absolutely correct, L. The world is ours. It really is. Don't get caught up in that mindset that Americans have. America and UK in the West teaches you to appreciate one country at a time. The West teaches us that. Just that, like, the most criticism I get for being in Colombia for so long, he think he Colombian. Oh, y'all got me effed up. Y'all know how many countries I've been to since I lived here? Oh no. My passport got stamps just like Andre's passport got stamps. You know why? We hold no allegiance to one country. I'm pledging allegiance. My country's, 'tis of the sweet lands of liberty. Sweet lands, my country's, 'tis of thee, sweet lands of liberty. United States teaches y'all that, man. And I was part of that program. One of the things that make guys kind of like leery of relocating, because you like, one country is all we know. 50 states, yes, they're huge, but that's all we know. Like, dare I go to another country? Dare I do that? So that's what throws off a lot of guys. Dare I actually relocate to another country? Well, I'm going to stick with that one country. No. Me and Andre talk all the time like, okay, what if we want to live here? Or how about living there? You don't talk like that in the United States or in Canada. You don't talk about, what if we lived in this country or that country? You don't talk like that. You'll say that about a state, but you won't say that about a country. When you are relocating outside the United States, you start talking about countries as if you're just moving down the street. DJ says this. He said, I'm going to be, shout out to DJ being in the building. DJ says, I'm going to be 40 in 3 years. Shout out to you, brother. Count down, count down. Those 40s are some great years. He said, I won't spend the next 40 in the States. That. For real. Y'all must have heard me, because I always say that. I say, listen, I gave the United States 50 years to get me right. Couldn't do it. I gave the women in the United States 50 years to get it right. They couldn't do it. I gave the politicians 50 years to get it right. They couldn't do it. It's worse than ever. I tried to sit back and say, I tried to see if all the races would come together in my 50 years. The races didn't come together. It's even worse off than it was before. No, 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 no. Oh yeah, I just took my me and Andre just took our uncle to the Peruvian restaurant here in Cali too, so I can imagine how it is in Medellin. That Peruvian food, man. If you never had food from Peru, dude, when you guys come to Colombia, get to a Peruvian restaurant. You know, that'd be a good idea to take some of the guys next weekend. Let me write that down. Let me write that down. Really good food, man. He said, look up Mr. Limon in Medellin. Shout out to Mr. Limon. Yeah. You hold no allegiance to a country. Don't ever get stuck on that one, man. Now that you got your passport and you're traveling. Let's go to the next one. So, just because you find one initial location doesn't mean that has to be your only location. Paperwork. This is where I really want to get to as well. What paperwork do you need to have? Let's just talk about, first of all, the extension for some of you guys when it comes to uh, staying in Colombia. This is very important. I'm not talking about the digital nomad visa. I'm talking about some of you guys that stay here over 90 days. If you continue to stay over 90 days, time and time again, what will happen is you will collect misdemeanors, a misdemeanor record here in Colombia. Yes, when you left, you pay the fees off. And some of you guys, oof, like every month that you, what is it, like every 3 months that you stay over in Colombia, you pay like 350 bucks, 375 bucks for every 90 days that you guys been staying over, when all you had to do was file for an extension. But when you get ready to file for a digital nomad visa, that might, and I'm not saying this will, but it might have an impact on whether they approve it. Why? You got a misdemeanor in Colombia. It's not a crime, but it's a misdemeanor. And you had to pay a fee before you left. And that goes on your record. Yes, you got a record in Colombia now for staying over because the coochie was so good. And the woman that you was with wasn't counting your days for you. You sitting up here 110 days in Colombia, you ain't counting none of your days. Well, I just pay it when I get to the airport. Yes, you will. But yet and still, that's still a record of misdemeanor here in Colombia. Yes, it is. So let's talk about how to keep from doing that. It is so simple. How to maximize your stay in Colombia and stay longer. In other words, if you stayed in Colombia for your 90 days, and that means it doesn't have to be a solid 90 days. It doesn't mean that you stayed in Colombia 90 days flat. When with me, I will come to Colombia this amount of time in my 90-day window. Then I will come for like 5 days, 7 days, 10 days, a month. It added up to be 90 days. So the last time I came, I had only 13 days left of my original, just use your passport, 90 days. So you don't have to use your 90 days all at once. Mine was chopped up, but yet by the time I came to see Andrea at a particular point in time, I only had 13 days left. So I filed for an extension for a whole new 90 days. That's why you can stay in Colombia up to 6 months. Shout out to you, Alejandro. He said, I was there for 5 weeks the first time. Yes. So you don't have to be 90 days straight. Like in his case, he used 5 weeks, and now another time he may be like this point in time. Yes. Shout out to you, EMB. He said 90 days within a 180-day period. But your last 90 days, like EMB was saying, that 180 days, that second 90 days, you have to apply to let them know that you're going to be here. Once again, you have to apply for that new 90 days to let them know. So you're going to apply. So let's look at a chart that's going to give us some information in regards to how to do this. This is one of the things, a form of paperwork or things that you want to remember. Don't be waiting for the woman to remember that. Right here, which allows citizens of up to 100 nations, just your passport allows you the first 90 days without a visa or without an extension. Most individuals can extend their stay another 90 days, 180 days in all within one calendar. So that's that extra 90 days, not 100 days, but extra 90 days that Ian B and I were talking about. So foreigners will receive, once again, that stamp, your original stamp. When you first come into Colombia, you can stay up to 90 days, even if you use it all or not. But let's talk about the extension. It says if you enjoy Colombia and wish to extend your stay, you can apply for the tourist extension or the tourist extension or the tourist stamp extension, which will grant you an additional 90 days. This extension process can be completed and applied for a visa online through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs official website portal and costs less than $28. Shout out to my man Miguel for the $7, showing us love on the Cash App. Shout out to you guys. $28. Now, what did I mention earlier, guys? All you had to do was pay $28 for another 90 days, but you so busy up in that coochie, you not counting your days. Now you've been in Colombia 123 days, and you know you've been under 23 days. And like I said, yes, you can go to the airport, and those extra days, you can go ahead and pay that extra $250, $300 at the airport, when all you had to do was pay $28. But here's the kicker. When you get ready to fill out your Colombian visa, they gonna ask, did you have any problems with staying over? They ask Andrea, when you come to Andrea and you ask her Andrea, can you help me with my visa? You dudes be having 4 months over and don't tell Andrea to the last minute. A year and a half over. Some of y'all dudes be paying $1,500, $1,200, $2,000 because y'all stayed over. When all you had to do for those extra 90 days, pay $28. I don't get it, gentlemen. Just don't get it. So let's go. Let's go back here. So $28. And it says you can go to the website. And of course, with a digital nomad visa, you can stay up to a year to 2 years. And to apply for the digital nomad visa for non-Colombians, actually, he said to be eligible for applicants must demonstrate their income, of course. That's the digital nomad visa, from non-Colombian sources, meaning that you work for a company or you work for yourself for a company that's not affiliated with a company in Colombia, meaning that you work for an American company or Canadian company, or you work for yourself. But either way, you don't work for a Colombian company. And for that digital nomad visa to apply, you require for you to make at least $684 a month. That's all it takes. And that's 3 times as much as the average Colombian makes. So let's talk about the extension. Okay. They say the visa extension for Colombia, blah, 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 the embassy consultant for the tourist visa fee is 103,000 pesos. That's a little over $25. It was like that even when I was filling them out in 2018. Just a little over $25. They say your visitor visas and other visas may be a little different, but for the extension, it's only $25. Like I said, a little over $25. Let's go to the website. This is the website that you're going to go to in order to get your extension. They say apply for your extension right around day. I'm going to drop the link. You know how I do, brothers. Sharing is caring. I'm going to drop the video. I'm going to drop that article. But let me drop this link so you guys have the portal. You know I got your back, brethren. So I dropped that link, and let me drop the article. Copy and paste. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. So you got the portal that I'm looking at right now and the article. So it'll ask you, do you want it in Espanol or do you want it in Inglés? So of course I put it in Inglés. Pardon me. Right here, you're going to put the temporary permit to extend your stay. And like I mentioned before, they say do it right around day 80, 85, just in case there's anything that needs to be worked on. Let's say your PDF didn't go through, it was too big, or there was some missing information. They get back with you within a day or two. They're really fast. But guys, you cannot be waiting to day 93. I'm gonna say that again. Some of you do like the lollygag because you like the lollygag inside the coochie. I got you. You like the lollygag in between her legs. And I'm telling you guys, do not trust her to remember. Yes, sir, Timothy. There's a great teachable moment. Don't wait for her. I promise you. How many of you guys know about the extension to stay in the United States for a person that's visiting the States? Most of us don't know that there's an extension. I'm just making something up. It might be an extension for people. We don't know why, because we're regular everyday citizens. So most of us don't hear about or don't know about any type of visas and digital. It might be a digital nomad for the United States. And most of us United States citizens don't know nothing about it. Why? That's not our realm. We're just regular citizens. So it is here in South America with your South American girlfriend. She's just a regular citizen. She doesn't hear about visas and digital nomad visas and all. That's not her norm, her everyday norm. So she doesn't know. So she doesn't know to keep up with your 90 days. Now, you got people like Andrea that's meticulous in this world, but everybody's not like Andrea. But for the most part, dudes, don't trust your boo to look out for you because she doesn't know. And she might not think about that, especially since you guys been having such a great time. She doesn't know that you've been coming back and forth. You came for 5 weeks, like the one brother did. Then he came back for a week. Then he came back for 5 days. And now it's October. And you know that, like in my case, you only got 13 days left of your 90 days. As soon as you got off that plane, you knew you should have had your happy butt applying for your extension. But you were so happy to see your boo. Now you only got 4 days left out of your 13. And now you want to reach out to me and Andrea talking about, can you help me, Andrea? Andrea, help me. Too late. That means that Andrea has to, or you would have to do your visa extension, or in other words, your extra 90 days perfect with no mistakes. Because you only got 4 days left because you lollygagged because you were so happy to see your boo. Don't do that. Right around day 80, 85. I was doing mine like Andrea she was on it. So right around day 82. When it comes to filling out this form, so let's go back. So they're going to ask you to, put this temporary information in there, bada bing, bada boom. Hold on 1 minute. Let me refresh this. Okay. Temporary extended. Now it's going to ask you, okay, what city are you going to be in? In my case, it would be Cali, Colombia. Okay. So then it changes over. I got to scroll. Notice I scrolled back up. Once I changed it, it dropped me down to the bottom automatically. No, you got to scroll back up and fill out all of your personal information. First name, middle name, last name. Are you using your passport or do you have an ID like many other people or any other document? Put in that your passport name right here. Right here, you're going to put in what is your nationality. In here, I'm going to let you guys know this. In here, it doesn't say United States. It says USA. I'm going to say this again. You're going to be looking around for the United States when you're filing for your extension. That's not in here. USA is in here, just in case you guys want to know. So you're going to put in the USA. And then you're going to select, it says select the department, meaning what state are you from? In my case, it would be Florida. Then I would put myself as male. Then I put my birth date off in there. Then I put, my country once again, place of birth, because you may be born outside the country in which you're currently living in. Once again, you're going to go down to what? USA. Let's go down here. Ukraine. I think it was up here. I think it was toward the top also. Select. There's Colombia. There we go. After Spain, USA. So it's not, you're not even a quarter of the way through. So USA is right here again. Then you select what state were you born in. In my case, as you well know, I was born in Michigan. And then you will put what location. The capital is Lansing. So they'll let you put the capital. And then what's my nationality? Let me see what they have. American. Do they have American on here? Let us see. Or do they have, once again, USA? Let's scroll down. So let's look at the U's. We don't see that, so it's not USA. Afghanistan, German, Central Africa. Let us see what they have. Oh, American right there. So you could put United States or American. So let's just put nationality would be American, because that is technically our nationality. United States is our nation, our nationality. It says, do you have an email address? Yes. So you put your email address and information in there. Bada bing, bada boom. You put down a person in case of emergency, whether they be here in Colombia. Quite obvious they would have to be here in Colombia. So that would be a contact, in other words, an emergency contact, whether it be your girlfriend, whether it be somebody else, whether it be me, Hey, I got Andre, as your emergency contact. And so you will put in your state. Okay, let's talk about the states. You guys already know. Let's see if this is Antioch. This is not. San Andreas. I'm looking. This is not the state of. I thought it was Antioquia, not Antioch. The state of Antioquia is Medellin. The state of for Cali is the actual state that we're in is Cocas Baya. Did I pronounce that right, babe? I think she's in the bathroom. Cocas Baya. That is the state where Cali is in. So would it be a friend? Would it be a father or friends? So if you're using me, in other words, basic information, blah 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 blah, address, so forth. So then you would go down here. This is where you put your documents. Now this is the part that got me. Y'all ready? I mean this. This part got me when it came to filling out the file. The reason why it was such a problem because I was putting because they want like three major things. They want your last passport stamp. They want that. So when you came into the country to prove that you're not over your 90 days for the first 90 days of the year. So if you're at day 82, your stamp is going to prove that. Okay. The next thing is they want a picture, a photo, screenshot of your actual passport, right? And the third thing they're going to ask for is your exit, a picture of your flight out or your bus ride out. Your flight out or your bus ride out. Some of you guys might be taking a bus to Ecuador. Some of you guys might be flying back home. So they want that. What I was doing, I was making the mistake of putting all the files on. So I would submit a photo screenshot of my passport. Bam, submit that. Then I would submit a screenshot of the my passport stamp. I submit that. Then I put a screenshot of my flight back home. I would submit that. And they'd be like, reject. Why? It's too big. It's too big. Let's go back down. It says right here that it could be only 1 megabyte max. And take it from me by experience. When they say no bigger, they mean no bigger. So how do I get around that? What I did was, and I'm telling you guys, for all the dudes that's not here tonight, this going on the Patreon. But for all the dudes that's not here tonight, them the same dudes that sit up there and get caught up paying $300, $400, $500 because they stayed over in Colombia, messing with them knucklehead chicks. Y'all don't be staying over in Colombia because y'all enjoy the condors. You know, if it wasn't for the rapers every morning, I would have been left Colombia. If it wasn't for the nature. No, y'all be staying over Colombia because for the coochies. Let's be real. So here's what happens. I was submitted all. So like I said, I'm telling you my experience. So what I did was, I did this. Let me put it out like this. And my handwriting is atrocious. Instead of putting them all separate files, I put them all on one file. Let me see if you guys can see that. I guess you can't because of the light. Carolyn, the light. Let me see if I drop that light down. Okay, cool. All right. So what I did, I put it on one form or one, screenshot. So in the corner, I put my passport stamp. Then I put my passport photo right here. And then I put my ticket or the proof of my ticket going back. So I put it in one, and I made sure that it was small enough that was less than a megabyte. But when I was trying to send them separately, man, I was so frustrated, and nobody tells you that. I'm giving you guys one of my top secrets. I'm giving you guys one of my top secrets because I know you ain't standing here for the condors, and your girl ain't gonna know that. Why? Because she hasn't ever had to fill out one. My man L said I was 10 days. He said I was there 10 days in January and plan on returning in October for 30 days. He said, does that 90-day rule, does that rule out since it's been 8 months? No, it's still within that calendar year. So in other words, if you've been here for 10 days, shout out to you, EMB. So if you've been here for 10 days and you plan on being 30, that's only 40 days of your 90 days that you've used. Yeah, you have 50 days left. And the calendar starts over at the beginning of January. Just in case you guys are wondering, Colombia's calendar, not all countries, but Colombia calendar starts over at the beginning of January. So you can be here 6 months, then leave for a day, and the calendar starts all over again January 1st. And that gives you a fresh 6 months. So definitely, exactly what EMB said. You have an extra 50 days after your trip in October. Yep. After your trip in October. We turn the lights back up a little bit. So that's what I did. And so this is what they're looking for. This is the form that you're going to fill out, and then you submit it. And then within a few hours to maybe a day later, like I heard my response like 8:30 that night. And then you pay the little fee. Let's go back here. Let's go here. Here we go. Let's go right here. Consequences for overstaying your tourist visa. He said, Andre, so other than a megabyte issue, for example, if I get stuck, it cannot figure out something because of frustration. Where do I contact for assistance? Okay, good question. Good question. We'll come back to what I was about to show you. We'll go to this question first. Good question. You're frustrated that you're trying to get this filled out and it just doesn't submit. And you try to use my trick in the megabyte. Now, most guys is usually this. I'm gonna tell you that right out the gate. Most guys just can't get it down to downsize. So I was using like different apps to downsize mine, like a like it, I found an app that shrinks your you know what your forms down to less than a megabyte, and I was able to submit it. But so most guys, 99% of guys, usually is just that issue, or it's something that you forgot to put off in there. It's just a little thing. It's something small. That's why I said give it. Don't wait to day 90 something. Do it in the middle of your day 80s, because sometimes you'll be so focused on getting it done, you might misspell something or forget something or whatever it may be. And they'll just ask you, hey, could you be sure that this is correct right here? And then you just resubmit that and they'll respond real quick. So one thing I can say, they're not slow with their response. Okay. And that's a good example, EMB, that you posted too. I'm going to come back to that. But hey, Jamie, do me a favor. Do us a favor. We don't have access to our channel anymore as far as super chats and cash apps. I mean, as far as super chats. So could you send us, if anytime you guys support from now on, support through the PayPal and the cash apps. And make sure that you subscribe. Moderators, could you do me a big favor? Could you drop the new channels down for guys to subscribe? Drop the PayPal. I mean, will you see the PayPal and the Cash App on the screen? But the reason why I say that, Jamie, is because we won't get that money at all. So everybody's been sending Cash App or PayPal supporting the channel. So moderators, the new channel, so Jamie can subscribe to the new channels as well as others, as well as if anybody wants to join the Patreon. So drop that for us as well, moderators. Thank you very much. So as I was saying, let's say, it's just not working. If you are here in Cali, I can't say this about Cali. The other benefit that we rarely talk about being out north in Cali is the immigration office is like a 15, 20-minute walk. Dude, it's like right down the street. It is such a benefit to being out here. You ain't got to ride all the way to the immigration office out south. Nope. It is literally right there. I got partner in the immigration office. I mean, Andre, when you get your cellular or your ID in Colombia, you're going to the immigration office. It's right. I've been there plenty of times. So that's the part, because they ask you, you can either fill it out at the immigration office or you can either fill it out online. Most of us are like, I could do it. It's a simple form. They're just asking me basic information, and they do. But just in case something happens, immigration office is right down there. And also, for some of you dudes that stay over, that's where you got to go pay. Immigration office. They will tell you, unless you like one of those dudes is to go straight to the airport and then they make you pay at the airport. Most of us, they tell you, you got to pay at the immigration office. And the fortunate thing for us that's out north in Cali, the immigration office is right down the street, bro. Kid you not. I got to walk past it going to the gym. So yeah, the same area. So that's the cool part. So don't get frustrated if you're here in Cali. Now, where the immigration office is in Medellin, I don't know. But I know every city has them. But I mean, every major city has them. But at least in Cali, I can tell you where the immigration office actually is. It's out here, out north by us. So that's the cool part. Good question. Really good question. EMB says this. He said, you can stay 1 year if you do it on time. He is absolutely 1,000,000,000% correct. Since Colombia's calendar starts over in January, This is how you would do it, just like EMB said. Technically, you can stay 1 year if you did on time. June to September, 90 days. October to December. With your extension, 90 days. Then January, absolutely correct. Then January, you can start another 90 days and then get your extension, and you're here another 90 days. So he's right. Technically, if you do it right, you could be in Colombia a straight year. Absolutely correct. Alejandro says this of the Americas. He said, you know how to get those misdemeanors expunged in case you want to marry a Colombiana? I don't know. And I don't know. That's a question for Andrea. That's a question for Andrea. I don't know. Because they're not as major when it comes to a person that's married to a Colombiana. That's different. It's like it. Hey, babe, got a question for you. Come here for a split second, sexy boo. A person wants to get married, right? You've done enough of those visas. But they stayed over at one point in time. And they paid the fees and everything. Do you know if that impacts their marriage visa or not? Let's say a year before they got married, he stayed over. To, mm-hmm. No. Okay. Okay. She said that's good. You good. Okay. So you're good in regards to that. I thought the same. I just wanted to make sure, go to the professional. Yeah, so you're good, especially in regards to a marriage visa. Yeah. They're not gonna break up your love because of, you stayed over. Um He said, how long do you have to be there to become a citizen? And the extension process is finally over. 5 years. You have to, and here's the part. And this is something that a lot of guys don't know. Shout out to my man Jamie in the building, Mr. Woods, for the $5. Appreciate you, Jamie. Now I'm talking to Jamie. Now a question. This is a question. Here's a good one. He said, how long do you have to be there in Colombia to be a citizen? Okay.
That is a total of 3 years.
Oh, 3 years.
For migrant visa, if you marry with a Colombian, right? Like you got your first migrant visa in the year 2020, then we apply again 1 year later. That's one visa. Your second visa, it was 2021 until 2024. So if migrant visas, you need to have 2 migrant visas approved, of course. If you're married with a Colombian, if you're not married, accumulate of 5 years on migrant visa.
Okay. So if you're not married, it's 5 years. If you are married, you have to have had your original visa applied for, your marriage visa, and then when it was time to renew, you had to do that again. Okay, so okay, 2 visas, yeah, approved. Okay, okay, here we go. I got it now. So you're gonna have the migrant visa. Okay, I'm with it. Okay, on my cellular, I don't know if you guys can see that. It says residence right here. Right here it says resident or residente. Okay? Residente. Right? And in Colombia, your ID is just like your social security card as well. So you have your ID number and your social security number. Okay? So the original, and I still have it, my original card had an M on it for migrant. That means I wasn't a resident yet. So when you're married, you're going to fill out your original, and then we're going to talk about non-married. So a person that's married, you're going to fill out your original visa. You know, you just got married a couple weeks ago. You fill out your visa form for marriage. It's going to say M, you're a migrant. That may be a visa that's approved for 2 years, maybe for a year. Mine was a year, the first one. Then, you know, after that, it's almost time for your visa to be up, like a month or two before. They're going to say, okay, it's time for you to reapply. And you reapply again under M. You're still a migrant. Andre just said you have to apply for migrant twice, like I did. Your third visa is going to be where you're going to become a R. So you're going to get a whole new ID, like I did. So you can no longer use your M, because I already did the 2. You're going to be R, residents. Meaning that you got a lot of the rights that residents have, except for you can't vote and you can't get a passport. And there's a few other things that you can. You can't run for office, things like that. So 2 times migrant, 1 time resident, then your citizenship. I'll be eligible. My next step is citizenship. Now, for you guys that aren't looking at marriage, you have to do 5 years of migrant, then get your resident, and then your citizen. And resident can be up to a year or a year and a half or 2 years. It depends on how much they want to give you. But you go from M to R to citizenship. In your case, non-married dudes, whatever what you may have gotten. For example, some of you guys are ex-military and you got the retirement visa. That's migrant. That's M. You're ex-military, or you're on Social Security right now, or you got a pension right now, or you bought some property here. You are starting off under, just like I did, under M, migrant. Since you're not here under marriage, you have to do 5 years under that retirement M. Would you be ex-military, like my man Kenny that's on the south side of the city? He's got his like 2 years ago. So he's got 2 years down. He's got 3 more years of applying for the migrant visa, right? Then he'll be eligible for the residency. So it may take him a year to get his citizenship, or it may be approved after a year and a half. It depends on what they want to do. Mine is a year and a half. So after a year and a half of being R, I'm eligible for citizenship. Good question. Shout out to Omar. Omar says this. He said, if you have a child in Colombia, same dance that I just described. He said, if you have a child in Colombia, can I get a Colombian passport since the child is there? Nope. You still got to go through the same dance that the rest of us gone through. There is no speedy process. I'm going to get her pregnant, and so I'll be able to. Doesn't work like that. Nope. It's the same process that we go through. The same process. You'll have to be a certain amount of time with that migrant. Then you get your residency. Then you get your citizenship. Once you're a citizen of any country, then you're whether a country that allows you to get citizenship in 2 weeks, or whether it's a country that takes 5 years. Once you get your citizenship of that country, then you're eligible for the voting rights and your passport. Shout out to my man Tone. He said, what's your thoughts about brothers studying in school in Colombia to obtain student visas? Great. There's a few brothers that are down here for student visas. Colombia got some great schools, man. Dudes sleeping on Colombia for real. And they got some big campuses down here too. Especially in Manizales area. Shout out to Manizales, college town. And it's the same dance. Student visa, same dance. The 5 years M, then 1 year or 1.5 years of R, residency. The M is migrant, R is residency, then your citizenship. And it's not one of those where you have to stay in the. As you guys see, I've had my R and my M, and you guys see, I still travel the world. So it's not like, oh, if I come there, that means I can't leave the country if I get a no, no, it doesn't work like that. Just because you get a visa in Colombia, it doesn't mean that you can't go visit other countries and come back. It means that you have that visa for a year and you have to be here a certain amount of times to keep that visa alive. Like you may have to be, I forget what it is, once or twice, maybe 3 times within having that visa within that year, you have to be here. But my point is that you still can live your expat life. You don't have to, you're not shackled. I'm not shackled to Colombia. I've been some of everywhere. So don't feel like because you have the M or the R visa, in my case, that you have to stay there and you can't travel. And if you get caught traveling, it's not like that. It's not like that. Actually, you can apply, if you want the truth, you can apply for your Colombian, your initial Colombia visa. If you want to do digital nomad, you can apply for that in the States. Now, here's the kicker, which they don't tell you about the digital nomad. Y'all ready? The digital nomad visa is the only visa thus far that I know of, and me and Andre know of, that does not apply towards your 5 years. It does not apply towards your 5 years. You mean I got my digital nomad visa? Yes. I've had it for 3 years? Yes. And none of my 3 years apply to my residency? No. No, no, no. It's the only one that doesn't apply that we've seen so far. It may be another one that's like that, but yeah, no. You can get your digital nomad visa for throughout time. You know, you can keep on applying and get approved, keep on applying and get approved. But as far as working towards citizenship, no. You could be here 20 years on a digital nomad visa because you applied. But until they change that rule, that 5 years of the digital nomad visa in many countries, but in Colombia, we do know does not apply towards your residency or citizenship. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Yep. Besides having unlimited access to Colombia with your M visa or R status, he said, what is the benefit that you gain otherwise benefits you would gain that you would not otherwise with the United States citizenship? Well, you don't lose your U.S. citizenship. You have dual citizenship with Colombia. So you're not losing, you're not exchanging one for the other. So you still have the strength of your citizenship of the United States, but you do want a second citizenship. Bruh, y'all better stop sleeping on these white boys. Man, you know the white are calling it the passport. No, I'm sorry, the rich, not the white, but the rich. Y'all better stop sleeping on the rich. They're calling it the passport portfolios. You know how they have their investment portfolio? There are rich people that are going around the world right now collecting citizenships. So while y'all still happy-go-lucky, thinking having one citizenship is going to do it, keep on playing with one citizenship and watch when the world shut down again. This world has shut down more than one time. Do your homework on how many times that this, thank you, the Nomad Capitalist, shout out to my man Jay. That's my dude, the Nomad Capitalist. I've been watching him forever. You want to have access to more than one passport. You want to have more than one bank around the world that you work with. You got your home bank. You going to DR, see what you need to do to open up a bank account in DR. You might not go back to DR for 3 years, but at least you got a bank account that you can funnel money into just in case you ever need it, because your bank in the United States just so happened to shut down on you over the weekend. Well, all you dudes were stuck in the States, couldn't get out. There were dudes that had dual citizenship, a second passport, and they was getting right on them planes where American citizens couldn't get on them planes. You want to have access to more than one country, especially if you're not losing your home citizenship. If they're giving you citizenship, you're not losing your home citizenship. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Yeah, for all those guys that haven't watched Nomad Capitalist, please subscribe to Nomad Capitalist channel. Subscribe to Nomad Capitalist channel. And moderators, could you do me a favor once again? Drop the links to our. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Let me see. Yeah, I could do that real quick. Bam. Looks like I did. Okay, let's go back here. That's what I need to do. Close this one. And I already gave you guys the link to the others. Okay, cool. Let me make sure I'm not freezing. All right, good. My brother said, he said, I was thinking about along the lines of, make sure you guys subscribe to our channels, guys, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Don't forget. He said, I was thinking along the lines like Cuba that does not allow U.S. citizens to use their Visa, Discover, debit cards in their countries. Have any of that have Colombian passports is a cheat code to bruh. Hey, Slim. The only reason Andre and I could enjoy Cuba was because we had Colombian money and we had Colombian bank accounts and Colombian credit cards. Man, you in the United States and you come to Cuba with a shoot, you can't even come with a US dollar. That's junk. You gonna exchange that at the airport. Now, if you Canadian, oh, you king if you got Canadian dollars. You king if you got Canadian dollars. But man, boy. Shout out to Capricorn Way in the building. He said, I have a Jamaican and he said, I have a Jamaican and US, my plan is to get the Colombian next. Oh, so as far as your citizenship and passports. Okay, Colombian next. The problem though is America still controls other nations. So from the geological standing point, you never really leave America. I can't say that. I can't say that because America does have a certain amount of influence in South America. But I'm gonna tell you something from all the articles that I'm starting to read over the last few months, America is slowly losing its grip on South America. Yeah. You thought America was going to always be our country, 'tis of thee. See, that's a lot of stuff, man, that's taking place that you don't read while you're in the States. But when you leave the States, I guess since you are kind of like reading international news now, you start to hear some truths behind, what you're usually hearing in the States. Yeah, United States is still United States, but yeah, that I just read the articles last week on the United States is not that iron hand that it used to have in South America. Is like, okay, whatever. Think about it. You right now you got who is it? Bolivia, Argentina, and Colombia are thinking about joining BRICS. Argentina? I can see that. Uh, Bolivia, who knew? Colombia joining BRIC. Colombia leaving Big Daddy United States alone, and it might be joining BRIC. That's another thing. The U.S. passport is dropping in the index as far as the amount of countries that's allowed to go into, that you're allowed to go into without a visa. Yeah, Cuba is cash only. Cash only. Yeah, especially for U.S. citizens. Goodness gracious. Okay, so we already talked about that. We already talked about the registration. So we talked about that. Oh, here we go. Another thing that you guys are going to need. Some of you guys are like me and you don't have a, you're outside the States and you need a USA mailbox service. The one that I've been using for the last 3 or 4 years that has been excellent. Timothy says, he said, I may make my move before I finish Theo's class if you gonna leave you gonna leave, you gonna say, you said the same thing that many of us said about Trump. And then it's kind of funny that you would say that, Timothy, because a lot of guys, I just finished looking at last year, there was a reason why people leave the United States, and there was a timeline they did, and they showed the spikes. The one spike was 2016 when Trump won. Another spike was Trayvon Martin. I believe Trayvon. No, it was Trayvon Martin before Trump. Then it was Trump, and then it was it was a housing crisis. Then it was I believe it was Trayvon Martin. It was in between that, if I'm not mistaken, the housing crisis of 2008, 2012. Then it was Trump in 2016. If Trump wins, I'm out of here. And people started leaving, right? And then when Biden won, people said, Biden wins. I mean, and it spiked up in passports, applications, and people leaving. And then now people are saying, if Biden win or Kamala or if Trump wins, it's always like that. It's always like a spike of people leaving after every election. So you're correct. Technically, you're correct, brother. You're technically correct because that's what people do. But what I was about to show you guys is this. I'm going to drop the link to it as well. This is iPostal, bruh. iPostal is a lifesaver. They give you an actual mailing address from the States, from your state. You choose the city. They give you a selection of between, I think it's like 10 different locations, actual tangible locations in your city for your mail to be delivered to. Once it's delivered, if it's paper mail, what will happen is they'll open it up and they'll send it to you to where you can go into your iPostal app and you can actually read your mail. So like I mentioned to you guys the other day, I got a letter from the IRS the other day letting me know, hey, Andre, we sell burial insurance. You look like you're getting older. You want to buy burial insurance from the government? And I could read it and I could delete it. And I received a letter from Vanguard, my investment platform. And so I could read it and I could respond to it or send it to myself, whatever I wanted to. If I get actual packages, I remember last time in the States, I purposely ordered a bunch of packages and I was able to go to iPostal location and actually pick up my packages. You could call and talk to the manager of your mail while you're outside of the United States and say, hey, I'm gonna have my cousin come over. He's gonna pick up my packages for me. His name is so and so and so and so. iPostal has over, I think it's over 3,000 real physical addresses. Yes, it does. That is so true. This is their plan. I pay the $9.99 a month. This is what I pay for a month. You get a real physical address. Yes, you do. You get to view and manage, like I just said, through the iPostal app. Yep, you ain't got to worry about. I've never had a package come up missing. And if you want a package to be mailed off to you, like in your home country, you don't have anybody to pick it up, iPostal will mail it off to you using FedEx or DHL. So in this case, you will choose whatever state. In my case, I would choose Florida. Then I would choose the city. In my case, I would choose good old Tampa. And now they show you all the addresses. Make sure you guys can see the screen. Now they show you all the addresses that I could choose throughout, actual addresses that I could choose to be my mailbox location in Tampa. These are all the locations. And if I keep on, there we go. So we just looked at about 10 or 11. And that's how iPostal works. You want a extra mailbox location with an actual address. Unless you have, you got family members in the States that can look out for you in your mail. Or you have some, I think long term. I think like, okay, will my family member be around in 10 years, 15 years? I need something that's stable. Will my family members or my friends move from that location and I can't use that address again anymore? So I look for something that's really, really stable. So that's why I put the iPostal One. It's called iPostal One. So you definitely want to take advantage of those. So let's go back to what we were talking about also when it comes to you guys staying over. Why you guys like to stay over in Colombia so much. The consequences for staying over in Colombia. The consequences for staying over your 90 days and not applying for another 90 days when you could. Here we go. It says overstay tourist permit in Colombia can result in fines ranging from half to several legal monthly minimum wages, which is approximately 115 to $115 to almost $1,600 for staying over in Colombia, depending on the number of days stayed. Additionally, overstay of more than 180 days can result in deportation. So now you got kicked out of Colombia because you want to stay and look at the condors. You got to be here looking at the hummingbirds, and you decide to stay over your 180 days. Man, I know dudes, man, that I've met that's been down here for 2 or 3 years over. I met one Jamaican dude. He been down here like 5, 6 years over his stay. You can't send me back to Jamaica, Colombia. You can't send me back. Sorry, showed you guys the link to the website, and I just showed you guys staying over is not a good thing. It says, how long can I stay in Colombia without a visa? Citizens around the world, 90 days. You get the extension, 180 days. To enter Colombia without a visa, travelers must have a valid passport within at least 6 months remaining validity and return with an onward ticket, meaning that you're leaving the country. Here's another one, guys. I want you to realize this is very important. I mean, it's really important what they just said. Just said that to enter Colombia without a visa or file for a visa, you must, just like all of us, file for, bring in your valid passport. But that passport cannot have less than 6 months left on it. Most countries in the world are like that. If you are at a place where you got only 6 months left on your passport, most countries are not going to let you in. Why? Because they know that you're probably going to expire. Your passport will probably expire in their country. Like, hell no, you can't come in this country. Wow, you only got 6 months left on your passport, bruh. You can't make it to 180 days. You ain't coming here, bruh. You need to get your passport renewed. Most countries are like that. Oh, there'll be a few countries that might let you in, but most countries, as soon as they see that your passport and got 6 months left, you wasted a plane ticket, bruh. Get your passport renewed within that year window. Don't be waiting. You got 6 months left on your passport. And you trying to get what? And you can do it online now. Or all you got to do is just go down to the U.S. embassy in that country, man. Okay, y'all keep on playing. Keep on playing. Keep lollygagging. All right. Let's go on to the next one. We've been here for 3 hours. About to wind this down. Like I said, the next ones are your routines that you want to bring with you. Your routine as a vacationer will not dictate what life is going to be like as a relocator. I'm going to say that again. Your routine and your mindset that you have because you go on vacation. All you guys that have vacationed down in Florida before, your experience of Florida is nothing like our experience of Florida who live there, a resident. You can't wait to see Disney, Universal Studios, Busch Garden, the Hard Rock casinos. Those of us that live in Florida, we could give less than a dang about them spots. They give us Florida discounts because we don't go to them spots. Why? There is a vacation you and there's a relocation you. Don't let the vacation you dictate what city or what you're going to do. Some of you dudes go move to Medellin and you are miserable. And now you're scooting over here to Cali. We've met so many dudes that lived in Medellin for a year or two and like, oh man, you know what? I realized blah, 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 blah. Because Medellin was great for the vacation you. But when you decide to live in Colombia, you realize Medellin or Cartagena was not good for the relocation you. For some people, it was. A lot of people still love Medellin as a relocator. But a lot of people are like, it's not like it used to be. So they move on to other cities. Some move to the coffee region, Manizales. But as far as the mindset was going to dictate, and I mean this, no matter what country you go to, no matter what country you go to, no matter what city or what side of the city is, how does your daily routines gel in that country? How does the things that you like to do on a regular basis, on a regular days, how does that gel for you in that new country? If it doesn't, then that city or that country might not be for you. Maybe it was just good for vacationing, but it may not be good for relocating. We love DR. Me and Andrea love us some DR. Yes, we do. But we can't live on an island. That's just not us. Now, a lot of people can, but that ain't us. We're not islanders by nature. That's just, we just stuck on one island, just one island. But we love DR. We really do. We could do quite a bit amount of time in DR, but that doesn't mean that we can see ourselves putting our roots down in DR. So a vacation you is completely different from the relocation you. Like I said, what routines work well that you have in that particular country? If you know you got routines and you bring them to Thailand and they don't work, you are not going to like Thailand the way you did when you was a vacationer. If you bring routines to Tanzania, I'll give you a perfect example. If you go into Tanzania and you know that Tanzania might not have the best Wi-Fi, and you like, oh, well, wait a minute. I work online. Tanzania might not be for you if you work online. It's those type of things that you want to take in consideration and not automatically assume that because you went on vacation and had a good time, that when you relocate there, you're going to have just as much of a good time. That's not necessarily true, my brothers. That's not necessarily true. So the mindset and your routines, And the last one we're going to be talking about is your network. Like I said, you're going to need a group of people that you can count on while you're outside the states, as that live in the states. I'm going to say that again. You're going to need a one or two people that you know that you can count on that still live in the states while you're outside of the states. Let's say you need a package to be picked up. Can you depend on that person? I'll give you a perfect example. When I need a new debit card, I got a friend. All I got to do is call my home girl, and they'll mail the debit card instead of mailing it to iPostal. They'll mail it to her house, and she'll send it out through FedEx. Some of you got some property in the States, and you got somebody that you can trust to take care and look over your property. You need that network. So remember, your network in the States is important. But then the network that you're going to build outside of the United States, that's just as important. The network of people, listen, I'll never forget this. You know, you think about getting gringo price to a lot of places that you go to around the world. And so one of the things I was antsy about was grocery shopping, because I wanted to see these discounts in Colombia. I've been hearing about you can get this many groceries for this little money, and I wanted to see it. And so I'm antsy. So I'm kind of pressing Andrea, take me to where Colombians go to the grocery store. Take me to where you guys shop. And Andrea like, calm down, Kimo Sabi. We gonna get there. Okay, we'll get there. And when we finally got to those stores, oh my goodness, the deals that we made when it came to getting fruits and vegetables and everything, excellent deals. So that came from having a network with somebody. I was talking to some brothers yesterday I did a consultation with, and I was mentioning to them that, this is how you get an apartment in Cali, Colombia. And they said, Dre, we already did that. I got a lady friend. She's already reached out to an Airbnb, got us a great deal outside of Airbnb costs, and bada bing, bada boom, we're good. Networking. You're not going to do this solo. No flying solo when it comes to relocating. No flying solo. Yes, sir, El Monte. Much better food selections. So yeah, definitely, guys, definitely. And like I said, that's basically what I want to go through with you guys as far as what is needed, what you actually want to accomplish or happen once you decide to relocate, what steps need to be taken. Now, of course, we didn't get off into the jobs part and things like that. He said, Andre, you mentioned FedEx and iPostal One. It's iPostal One. How does it work, especially if they how does it work, especially if they're not in one post? What do you mean, Tim? Let me know what you mean in regard to that. Because let's go back to iPostal One. iPostal One works like this. Let's go back to it. Oh, well, they actually have a video. Why don't we just watch the iPostal video? Who am I to talk? Let's watch the video.
Wouldn't it be great if you could view and manage your mail and packages when away on business, on vacation, or abroad? Want to know exactly what's in your P.O. box without calling or getting in the car? Worry about theft of your mail and packages? Are there times when you would love to have another address or phone number to use instead of your home address and personal number? We can help with your complete digital mailbox from iPostal One. You can manage your mail and lots more, all in one place, 24/7 from anywhere. You choose a mailbox address at any of the thousands of shipping stores or office buildings in our international network. When your mail arrives, we'll take a picture of the envelope or package, upload it to your account, and send you a notification. From there, just log in using our app or website, and tell us what you want to do with each item, such as forward, scan, schedule a pickup, discard, or shred it. We'll do the rest. You can also add a phone line to forward calls, listen to voicemail messages, and receive faxes. You'll love the ease, convenience, and security of your complete digital mailbox powered by iPostal One. Stay connected 24/7, save time, stop mail and package theft, and protect your privacy. Sign up today.
All right, we just finished watching their video of iPostal One. Timothy C, does the people we network with must be affiliated with no, or do it with FedEx, or do it with FedEx. Either way, because iPostal uses FedEx as well. When they're going to ship you out a package, take it from me. Take it from me. iPostal uses the same steps as when you get ready to ship out a package. They use DHL or they'll use FedEx. And then if we go over, you can see all the places where iPostal is located. I mean, they got iPostal in the Virgin Islands, Israel, Guatemala, Ireland, Switzerland. They got iPostal. Singapore, UK, of course, all throughout the States. Czech Republic, so it's all over in Europe. Portugal. So yeah. And you have, like I said, you have actual mailbox. It's not, I mean, an actual address. It's not like P.O. box, so-and-so and so-and-so. It's not a P.O. box. It's an actual address. So if somebody were to send me a package, they would be sending a package to my actual address. That's a part of iPostal. And I've actually sent my ordered packages. Since I knew I was going to be in the States, it was like I ordered like 5 or 6 packages. Oh, yeah, we're doing cowgirls. Yeah, we're going to be doing the cowgirls tonight. Hope that information was helpful for you guys. Like I said, I'm going to break this video down for the Patreon. I want to do that in the morning. Tonight, I want to spend some time with myself and my beautiful wife. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Make sure that you guys become a part of the Patreon, as well as make sure that you guys support the channel by subscribing to the new channels. Blessing us just with subscription. If you don't join the Patreon, if you don't send any cash apps, that's cool. We're a team. And the only way we're going to get the channels over 1,000 subscribers on the new channels is doing it as a team. All right, guys, let's get ready for these outros. Oh, yeah, man. We got to share this because I've experienced all the stuff that I'm sharing you guys. I experienced it. So I was like, okay, let me let these guys know about it so they don't have to go through the rough roads. I'm coming up rough side of the mountain. That was me. Okay, here we go.
Cerca, cerquita.
conoce fronteras, hasta el más fino la espera. Belleza y cadencia tiene al mundo alborotado. China, Suecia, Barbados lo bailan en todos lados. Cumbia y nos vamos a viajar, cerca, cerquita de la mar. Cumbia, mis lentes, lentes pa' mirar. La reina, la santa, mi despertar. Cumbia y nos vamos a viajar, y nos vamos a viajar cerca, cerquita de la mar, de la cordillera al mar. Cumbia, mis lentes, lentes pa' mirar, mi manera de mirar. La santa, mi despertar. El que sabe, sabe, y el que no la cola.
This ain't a beamer, that's a big dance. Chrome heart got me kissing on his best friend. Put in work, baby, you could be my best man. Sending cash to my account, he investing. Dark shades on when I'm off the Migos. He tryna cuff me like a in a Rico. Moving through this like GTA with a cheat code. He claimed that he love me, but before not a freak. I just wanna dance all night. Can't nobody do it just like I. Boy, you got just what I like. Come on, baby, let's kiss on the fire. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. Just say the word, baby, I'ma get you right. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. Ain't gotta say it, I know I'm the one you like. Ooh, damn, so the DJ turn the beat up. Got a white boy who be singing like a Beatle. Claim she getting bread, but I heard she doing keto. I don't do drugs, I'ma smoke a little weed up. I can't chase a man for no paper. I just think it's sweet, I'ma show him now or later. I be getting money on the wake up. He a broke boy, tell that bitch get his cake up. Only with dope boys, they the ones who spinning paper, get your weight up. Told him send an Addy and to stay up. She's out here mad, told him assalamu alaikum. Who that 5'5", she don't even need no makeup. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. Just say the word, baby, I'ma get you right. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. Ain't gotta say it, I know I'm the one you like.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Vida, eu te amo. Does your wifey know you're begging for my nudies? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Show you like my vibe, that's my candy on my wrist. Bad habits, little rabbit. Now sit down, you can have it. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big head, come and play with me. Freak it dog. Got a whole lot of love for my dog. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big head, come and play with me. Freak it dog. Now show how freaky you are.
So I'm just gonna be away for 1 hour. Please don't break anything. And I might have a surprise for you.
Give me a miracle. Added a syllable. Talking about big cash, that's the minimum. I'm done with this trash. Thought to be critical. Show me your